It's the same.
I'll wear that one.
I
No.
can hear you now, so
Oh yeah.
I have better audio.
Wear it
Right.
upside
Welcome to Dungeonfinders,
Where's the
fellow
other
dice
down.
collectors
Hello,
and
weary
kobolds.
finding them.
Hello, weary traveler.
I'm ready.
I see you're looking to enter this Chili's. Well,
Dave and
Well.
Buster's, eh?
for while
Fantastic.
I see you're about to enter this Taco Bell.
Roll initiative.
He will leave. Walter has entered the chat.
Alright, do this.
Okay.
Shouldn't. Not for a while. Yeah, no, not for a while.
Are you ready?
Hell yeah. No one's talking.
No one's stopping.
Go on.
No one's stopping.
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
The Queen is dead. The Queen is dead. She has been for several days. Whatever disease took her during the night, the healers couldn't stop it in time. Now there is no more ruler of Kohr Boldahr. There's only the prince and princess. With that, the prince has put forth out to the criers that he wishes for adventurers and other such folk to come to the castle because he needs their help with something of great personal importance. Because of the lack of respect this prince has, you four are the only ones to arrive. All of you, or who arrived at various times, will all meet up outside of the throne room. Effectively, this awaiting area for when there are meetings taking place. There is gold lining all the wood on the ceiling and the floor. Various red leather chairs strewed about. Though your characters may or may not be sitting in them. But, who would like to describe themselves first?
Well, we need to
Or
start
introduce
with...
yourselves first? Aaron, please
Dang it.
introduce yourself and who you are playing today.
Do I have to say it? I am playing Greg Rookman, who, soldier of the, ex-soldier of the army. And I describe what I look like too.
That usually is how this goes.
Okay, one moment. I am. Oh, sorry. I'm wearing some kind like You know the Roman, like.
Yes.
It's like that, but bronze. And layers.
Gotcha.
And some like. The same kind of boot the boots as well.
Shin guards.
And I have a shield on my back that is slightly broken, and a flail. And I have green eyes, red hair.
Any helmet?
No helmet. And I have like kind of thick, bushy eyebrows, and a beard. And it's kind of short, striped.
So like a Scottish Roman
Yes.
soldier. Gotcha.
Yes.
You're
Irish, you mean?
You're a barbarian by the definition of the Romans.
Yes.
Bar.
This is a barbarian who joined up with the Romans.
They wouldn't dare allow that.
It's closer,
I know.
It's closer to a Viking than a Roman.
Mm-hmm. But it's the
Regardless. Next on the line.
Walter.
Through countless experimentations, we came into being. We know not for why, only that we exist.
Nice.
All we know is that we were born to help.
And what do you look like? Who are you?
We are named Ayasa. And we are riddled with scars. Basically it's a... What? Go on.
Keep going.
No.
No, just
You have something you want to say?
no.
Yeah,
Keep
that's what I
going.
thought.
Here we go.
Not bad. The only thing of notable detail on Ayasa is the fact that she has various scars all across the exposed parts of her body, including a massive rope across her neck. And then were she to take off, her breastplate, you would see a massive scar along her abdomen and, obviously leading up into her chest. Her body is more slender than how she should appear, almost as if she was put together and then reanimated. But that's it.
Wicked.
Yeah.
For my character, you see sitting in one of the chairs he's chosen to sat. Just this various
Just in case you need.
conglomeration of like robes and cloth wrapped around this frame.
It's playing awesome.
No, this is entirely independent. Not quite, not like they're not
Not that bulky.
that bulky, and not like just like strips of fabric.
Uh-huh.
Like it's actual like Cloaks.
I'll see more cloaks.
underneath all the fabric.
On top of all the fabric.
No, whatever. Anyway, but this you can see is very at least where you can see like the actual form of his body. It's wrapped very tightly around him. But when it's not wrapped around him, it kind of just drapes off down him and kind of like straggles off into these loose threads down near his legs. His face is thoroughly covered. All of it. You cannot see any of it. And he has a hood over his head. I'm silent. I mean, I can speak,
And
but
what is your name?
Tolo. Tolo the Faceless Bard.
Toto.
No. And Joseph.
Standing kind of across, probably by those little tables they put, little drinks on. And leaning against the wall is a medium height, maybe just shy of 6 foot. Very pale looking gentleman who does not spend a lot of time outside, or if he does, it is underground. He is wearing a very finely decorated but well used rapier. Shield slung on his back. A cloak kind of over the shield, put down. Greasy black hair. Like,
Hello,
honestly, honestly looks like a young Snape, like, could pull that off.
Oh, sorry.
The clasp on his cloak is a blood red spiral fading to black. And that's about all of note. He just kind of looks, face kind of sunken in, like he looks a little malnourished. He has eaten well recently. His name is Jacob. He's currently squinting and glaring at these two back and forth, trying to figure out why. He did not
That's
give
our problem.
Greg more than one second of thought.
Correctly.
Greg.
No.
But yes, you all arrived at varying times, but you have a few moments and perhaps minutes, you're not so sure, until someone comes and gets you. Would any of you like to do anything?
I will sit down in one of the chairs.
So if I have knowledge of this one, I'm going to kind of nod, and then I'm going to kind of eyes go over to you. Just kind of, look you over. And I'm going to point to Greg.
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 It's Craig with a G.
No, it's just not.
Why did you
But yeah, I'm going to point at you. You're the odd one out here.
So it is.
What is your, where are you here? Are you here for the money or the glory?
I don't know if you know I don't know any of your names yet.
I know. I didn't ask for your name.
Your wife.
Uh-huh. Alright.
Wanted me to get back into
Mm.
or
I said no, but she's... Ah. What about you? I don't expect to see a performer here. Are you here to perform for the funeral?
You know, I'm not really quite sure why I'm here. I'm looking for a good time.
No, most people would go to a funeral to do that. That's you, right?
I don't think we are most people.
Mm. You?
I also look up from poking the various treats.
Are you done touching the food?
Just gonna palm like a whole like platter of like food. Pick it up. Set it down by the skinny
Skinny boy.
skinny boy.
I mean, he's currently kind of like sitting against probably one of those little, tables with a vase and picturing beside me.
Mhm. I'm done now. You should eat some.
Mm.
What was your question about me?
Why are you here?
I was sent by the church.
Which one?
As far as
Good
you
question.
Is there any
Know, as far
like?
as you know, this is the only one.
Is there any visible iconography of a church that I can see on them?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The symbol of the Church of Saint Wintergall, it kind of keeps with the winter-esque theme,
Mhm.
having like snowflakes. But there would be like a snowflake with effectively a cross.
So it's a
in the
local
center.
church.
Yes.
I was sent from a far more remote location of the Wintergall Church.
Mm-hmm. Well, welcome home, I suppose.
Huh. Too big.
Why do you refer to yourself as a collective?
Me?
No.
He also will take off her breastplate. It's breastplate, regardless. And pull down her collar a little bit. And you will see the massive scar that you realize goes all the way around.
Her head, like that.
My eyes narrow.
And then she will lift up her shirt a little bit to show off very well defined abs. Like,
Or
holy crap! Like
Are they sprayed on?
no, they wish they were that well defined. And you will see just like a solid 2.5-inch scar going from, you could assume, roughly about
where the heart is.
a little bit higher up,
Oh.
roughly about the top of the sternum, all the way down to about where her pants
Can
line
I-
is.
Can
This
I
is
roll
why.
some kind of check to see if this is a what's the word I'm looking for?
A reborn?
No. The scars look a lot like what would happen when you would get ready to inter a body. You cut
Like-
it open.
Like embalmed.
Yes.
Mm.
Can I roll something?
We are a
Since I dealt
collective
with a lot of bodies.
because we
Yes, you can.
What am
come
I
from
rolling?
many.
Let me find out.
Is
That's
this a
my
medicine
own
check? Is this a
recipe.
religion check? Is this
Fair.
a roll?
suppose.
Even just an intelligence check?
Medicine.
Alright. So I'm gonna grab the little clasp that's gonna glow kind of a faint red color. So I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. 18.
I wouldn't say it would look like that.
Okay. How good are the stitches? Or the cuts? Do they look clean? Okay.
No,
Oh.
they look like
They look amateur?
an animal basically did it, and then someone was like, "Oh, this is mostly whole."
Someone didn't do a very good job of taking you apart.
I do not know. Seeing how like you're kind of getting impatient.
What's a watch?
Your sundial, your sun watch. On your right
Mini
wrist, on your
dial.
left, you have a moon watch.
Counts the stars for you.
She will go to the door, open it. Are there any like?
You just open the door to the throne room. Is that
I guess yeah.
Because this is like right outside of that. You go over and open it up. You see, because it's a large throne room, you see sitting not on the throne, but like at the feet of it. You can see the prince. He's kind of bowing to the throne, and he's the only one in the throne room at the moment.
I will be right back.
Don't.
You close
So what's
the-
your
or
story?
go in.
I'm a local.
Yeah, we'll close the door and then.
Alright.
I need the money.
I didn't know there was money in this.
Whether or not there is, that is what he says.
I like money.
Is that white cup? Is that yours?
Mm-hmm.
Or is
Yes.
that yours?
That's fine.
I'm gonna go for some water.
Okay.
So you enter the throne room. You don't know. It's just the prince of the city you live in has called people to the castle to do something. So you presume there was money involved. That's you've entered the throne room. Are you trying to be stealthy or quiet about it?
Yeah. We'll be quiet, but we won't like exactly mask that we're there. You know what I mean?
He's not trying to be stealthy.
Yeah.
Spook him.
Yeah.
So the door
You're
closes.
trying to be quietly obvious.
Yes.
The door closes with a quiet creak as you slowly start walking towards him. the footsteps of your boots echoing throughout the throne room as he
About halfway there, I'll trip.
On purpose.
No.
just echoes and he turns, stands up. He is a young-looking human man. He's wearing, at that point, he's wearing dark green gambeson, with a sword at his right hip and a scepter on his left. When I say young, like early 20s. He has a very short beard, definitely from one who can't really grow facial hair very well. And his hair is tied up in a man bun, basically. He just turned.
Face down on the floor.
Are
Hello.
you all right?
Yes.
Do
I
you
think.
need help?
Maybe. She'll do a push up and then just.
Yeah.
We are
Were
fine.
you let in here?
Hmm?
Were you let in here?
The door was right there.
But was it open?
It
It
was.
was not locked.
It was after I opened it.
Uh-huh. So why are you in here?
I wanted to find out an answer to a question.
What question?
Why were we summoned here?
I was gonna get all of you.
We are through that door.
I know. That's where you were told to be until I came and got you. Okay. He just walks past you and opens the door, basically props them open. Welcome. Please come in.
Oh, thank you.
My apologies for my associates.
I have found the prince.
Oh,
I give a small bow.
Sorry about your loss.
thank you. Right. He leads you all to the base of the throne and basically just sits down at the stairs of it. And I need to wait until Aaron gets back so I can start monologuing.
Can I do a quick insight check?
I stab him. He caught me monologuing.
Let's.
You slide off.
Ooh. Okay.
When I get to in front of the throne, I'm gonna need.
21.
May
That-
I roll an insight check on this fool right here to see if this is normal incompetence or if this is weaponized incompetence?
Yeah.
Cool.
My insight is to see if he would like a hug.
24. Is this weaponized incompetence or is this normal
This
incompetence?
is just how she is.
Okay.
It's just incompetence.
It's a very heavy sigh.
Yeah.
I'm going to kneel in front of the
This
throne.
is not
He
normal
really doesn't
darkness.
want
This is
Oh.
advanced
Okay.
darkness.
He does not seem like he's in the mood.
We will
he's
take
at
note
the
of that.
stairs. You don't have to kneel. Here. Is this it?
Looks like it.
I
Would've
do
been
have
free,
a question,
but
my lord.
Yes. No, I'm not a lord yet.
You are above my station. Do you need... Does there need to be no question without trust here? Would that be helpful?
I'm going to explain why I called you here, or anybody here. And if you would like to ask questions, you're welcome to. I just may not answer them.
You did not answer my question.
I know.
You want there to be no doubt that there is not trust on our side.
Yes, I need that.
I'm gonna grab the whole kind of little holy symbol and walk around us, and I'm gonna cast Stone of Truth.
Okay.
I need charisma saves from anyone who wants to roll. Otherwise, you can choose to fail.
Chris chooses to fail.
Do I recognize this spell?
There's kind of a burst
In the
of red.
battles.
There wouldn't be
Oh,
zone
yeah,
of truth
it's
happening during
Not is it like during
Oh.
meetings?
All right.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
What save?
That's his charisma save.
Charisma?
You made it.
I didn't.
No.
So I know that these two succeeded, I'm assuming.
19 total.
I will let the... And then I know that you failed. Because you
Okay,
know
so
who...
failed.
And so did I.
I just put out my hand like defensively in front of myself. I nod to you. I'm just like,
Little
And
one.
then I will, after casting this, I will voice. These two have either their wills are too strong, or they are not necessarily willing. He is open, and
I just don't like being magically.
I trust. Oh, sorry. Apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're all good. I just don't like being magically invoked.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to
also
be on
not a
my.
fan.
I do not like
I
people who
trust-
walk in circles
I
around me.
trust that a paladin sent from the Church of St. Winterdahl would speak the truth without being magically inclined.
I cannot lie.
Well, I'm sure you could if you really wanted to, but I trust that you don't. And for the Faceless Bard, who knows?
I am here
You
too.
do get a little bit of like pride that the prince knows who you are.
I don't find myself. I don't think I'll be giving any answers, only asking
I'm
questions.
here too.
I resisted only on principle.
Sorry.
I'm curious like that.
All right. So as all of you know, my mother died quite recently. Some disease that the healers couldn't figure out or stop, which is kind of why I called people here. I believe one of the other factions killed my mother. I don't know how, and I really don't care.
Which one?
I don't know. I have no evidence.
We have
Just a gut
suspicions.
feeling. It could be any of them. I don't want it to be any of them. I want her to have just died from some strange disease that none of our magic could stop.
What's the sister city called?
Horn Toldar.
Horn. Toldar?
Horn Toldar. Could it
Horn
be?
Toldar.
Could it have been Horn Toldar?
I would rather rule out anyone in our city first.
If I may, what did the disease look like? Or how did it affect her?
It drained her. She couldn't move anymore. She had no will to move. She couldn't physically move. She just died. It doesn't sound like a disease to me.
Sounds like a curse.
Yes. Healers ruled it as a disease. They said they used all their magic. They didn't detect anything. I think they're lying. Or those weren't our healers.
Has anyone in your family ever suffered from this? Other than your mother?
Good distinction.
I'll palm his face.
My father died the same way.
When did he die?
Same similar disease.
When did he die?
He died about 10 years ago.
Okay. I was a soldier then.
You were a soldier under him.
Yes.
Did anyone else?
Did you have any any grandparents die this way? Did they just die of old age? It sounds like someone doesn't like your parents.
My grand family were dead when I was born.
Sounds like someone did not like your family. Very specifically your parents.
I know, and I believe it is one of the factions.
Sounds like someone that's...
They all want control over my city, or soon to be my city.
Which one stands the most to gain from the death of your mother now?
Personally, I believe all of them, because with my mother out of the picture, that leaves the ruler of Kohr Boldahr to be either me or my sister. And it takes time for that to fully come into place, which gives any of them ample time to take control.
Right.
Do you have any families, uncles, aunts, or ministers that would seek to gain and are heavily allied with any of the other factions?
I know very little about my extended family. Neither my mother nor my father want to just talk about them. But what I do know is that my mother had a sister who passed away a long time ago. I think we may have met once. And my father, I'm not sure if he had any siblings. He didn't like talking about his family very much. We're not starting over, Karish.
I don't want to be rude, but has the body been buried yet?
No.
Would it be possible if I could look it over after we are done with this meeting? If not, I will not.
I will see what I can do about that.
I've seen this.
In the field.
Perhaps. I don't know. You'll need to talk a little loud.
This isn't how I was meant to tell.
Yes, I have. It is just a hunch, and I want to rule it out. Rule out each of the factions possibly doing this. It will be paid once it is proven, true or otherwise, that any of the factions caused this.
How much?
As I have not been given access to the treasury yet, and I won't for a few days, I do not know.
Very well.
Yes.
Do either of your parents have diaries or journals? Personal thoughts?
Not that I know of. Though, if they do, it's probably very secret place.
May we, with your permission, search their chambers?
I'm gonna need you to roll diplomacy.
Persuasion.
Persuasion, sorry.
Diplomacy!
Pathfinder.
I know.
Okay, Pathfinder.
You know, I've never used this. I'm gonna go ahead and use my channel divinity of Emissary of Peace. Give myself a +5 bonus to charisma
For the next 10 minutes.
for the next 10 minutes.
This is not when to use it.
Well,
This is the perfect time to use
Right,
it.
'cause you're the same. This is the same as Mistral, right? You're both.
Do it now.
so that becomes a +7. 12.
I don't know if I'm comfortable allowing that yet. I will need time to process everything first.
Can I make an insight on him? I want to determine if he truly suspects any of the other factions did it.
For all it's worth, he is under zone proof. So anything he said, he believes to be true.
Yeah, no,
I'm just-
you're right. No, yeah, you're right.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
And
so
you would know 'cause
Yes.
you went through the full
Yeah.
process.
No, yeah, you're right.
Anything he said, he believes at the very least. It can't be. It may not be a universal truth, but it's what he believes to be true.
Gotcha.
Because that's how it was.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind then.
Good idea. Got it.
Yeah. Where do you think that we should start?
It's fine.
Because the four factions are the merchants, the nobility, or is he the nobility?
He's a nobility.
Okay, so the merchants, the underground, the mages,
And the criminals.
the church.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, merchant, magic, criminal, church.
I would place my money on starting with the church first, as we already have someone connected to them. If this is an inside job with the church, then they are very brave sending one of their own.
Who owns?
It is up to you for
This suspicion is
Who owns most of the taverns in the city?
the Lailburn Coalition.
So the merchants.
They
We're
own most
allowed
of
to
every
merge
store.
this.
Or at least have a stock in it.
They have a monopoly on all things
Yeah.
trade.
since this conspiracy is based entirely only on suspicion, a gut feeling, more accurately, where does your gut feel we should start? First thought.
First thought. My first thought would be the syndicate, Morale Syndicate.
The criminals.
But that is only first thought, and that is a bit obvious.
It is.
That would be the first place to go if you needed something done.
My thoughts exactly. They would be the hand that dealt the physical blow, so to speak.
They may only be a middleman,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
but it is
surprised
a
if the
place to
merchants
start.
were paying.
My recommendation is that we don't. If we're going to start with the criminal faction, that's good, because the way I see it, criminals are already enemies with everybody. We don't want to make enemies of the church so soon into this investigation, otherwise things could get very hairy, very quick.
But at the same time, a good city needs an underground.
Does.
The underground doesn't have a city to be under.
But-
and there's-
I just don't want to be condemned and excommunicated by this church, because I feel like that would make things substantially harder.
They would not do that.
Insight.
Well, oh yeah, you succeeded the zone.
20 on it.
She doesn't know.
Okay.
She just thinks, oh, they'll send them out to get some food. Wink.
You're gonna
Wink.
send them to the store to get some milk.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get
They're
some
not coming
cigarettes.
back.
Some
Dad
smokes.
left.
Dad got some pipe smoke.
So we're thinking it is an obvious place. Because the thing is, it's too obvious. I would like to, if
Let's
permitted,
check
look
the-
at the body first.
Fair.
That could give us, at the very least, me some insight, as I have history with such things. I deal
That
with a
is-
lot
What are
of
you, an
bodies.
Undertaker?
That is
Not
creepy.
by trade, by family. It's the family business.
battle.
So by
the
trade.
damned be.
I don't do it.
How well known?
You
is the
grew
battle
up.
of the damned
Yes,
be?
I
Yeah,
know a
family.
lot about it.
It
I
has
did
to be
not
at
do
least
that.
a month ago.
I just-
Understood.
It'd be
I
very-
understand how it
very
works.
Okay.
How soon?
I'm that double speak right there was great. Spending a lot of time around graveyards and the Undertakers and
How do we scoot around?
yeah. None of what I said was a direct lie.
It's like, how do we
Wasn't
scoot
true.
around this without lying? Without lying.
None of what I said is a lie. It's just not the truth. You can't
Can I-
tell a direct lie.
Can I cast Divine Sense real quick?
It's up to you.
Let's just use up all of our abilities on this conversation.
I
And
mean,
then I'm gonna put you into combat.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So your divine sense. It's what is it? Celestial faith, being undead.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Do,
you
do
detect
ni-
them undead.
Do neither of us register as undead?
One of us certainly should.
They both do.
Yeah.
One of them's stronger than the other, for all that's worth.
Yeah. But which one?
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you. There is one stronger than the other.
Uh-huh.
Ayasa's
There's
like,
also
upper torso.
that little bit of core in
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Ayasa's going to like keep her legs like perfectly straight and just almost like snap her
Does
back.
he have anything? Okay.
I don't.
Just
either.
wanted to make sure.
Neither do I.
Oh, sorry, I'm not.
Wait. What?
None of those, no.
Ayasa just smiles with you.
Yeah, I don't smile.
Yeah, it's just close. There's nothing
What
you can't.
senses are there again?
Celestial, Fey, Fiend,
I am
Undead.
faceless.
Oh, and is Aberration counted, or is it just
No.
those three?
It's just those three.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's
I'm thinking of the.
the
Well-
good one.
I'm thinking of either the Ranger ability or the spell,
The ranger ability.
because the spell Detect Good and Evil also has a large array of stuff.
He's just gonna lean in very close.
Is this an ability that we can perceive in any way?
Yeah, what does this look like? Does it have an appearance? Because, like, for example, Aussie did the whole basically fully scanning the room, like lasers. But what does it look like for you?
It doesn't say anything, so.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. It's
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
just a gut feeling. It's if there's a visual effect or.
Her eyes, which have been, dull and near lifeless, gain shimmer in them, and she's going to lean uncomfortably close to you.
Like I said, I'm not interested.
She's gonna follow you until you stop moving, and then just give you a big. Interesting.
I have no bodily
You
smell.
probably just smell musty, like old cloaks.
Is there
Yeah.
an explanation for whatever the hell that just was?
No.
There is one. Yeah.
Wow.
You're lucky you passed this.
Is there any other information you have for us?
So do we have permission to see the body?
Or do you need to talk to some people? Because I believe it could be helpful.
Yes, you're welcome to go see the body.
Alright, let's do that, and let's check the obvious boxes first. That would be my suggestion.
Do any of us know how to get to the underground?
You simply dig.
Start digging and let me know when you get there.
I think I have some old friends who might have
I'm-
connections.
I'm gonna drop Zone of Truth.
Yeah, make up some old friends for me to play.
His name is Elizabeth Franklin.
No.
I'm not doing that.
No.
Oh, he's an old, refined gentleman who has
marked it.
who has a tendency to cast explosive spells.
He
Guns
only knows
exist.
one spell, and it's various versions of Fireball.
Anyway,
That's not Scorching Ray. That's
do you
just
mind-
Razor Fireball.
And smite.
That's mine.
would you mind
It's- No.
showing me where the body is being prepared?
Give a quick rundown.
Of what? Me?
Rundown.
The
of race
more.
and class.
I was like-
you don't get to know races. You'll get to know class.
You can say that.
I can just go down the list real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleric, Bard, Paladin, Fighter.
You did physical descriptions earlier.
Sorry,
Stop.
you'll have to rewatch the episode.
Tightly bound in fabric, with bulky, Haggerty cloaks over.
I look
top.
like a refined young Severus Snape.
Find mine.
Paladin attire.
Yeah, that's it.
Paladin
Just
attire.
less spiky than Locathal.
Roman.
Scottish Roman.
Scottish Roman.
Scottish Roman.
Irish Roman. Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna follow our dearest friend over here.
Yeah, what's his name again?
This is Prince Boldahr Dorval.
Boldahr Dorval.
The second. His father was the first.
Is
I'm the third.
is there a servant that we pass along the way?
Is it ER or UR?
You are. Yes.
Yeah, that works.
there a servant that we...
No,
Okay.
you cast serving as he's leading you through the halls.
Ayasa will fall behind just a few feet. And then as we pass the servant, she's going to, like, grab one and just lean down. Where is the king and queen's room? I'll do a check on that.
And intimidation? No.
They're certainly intimidated, but
Count. 16 on the die. Is this stealth first, or do you want me to do intimidation?
stealth first.
Oh, I have disadvantage. Well,
Okay.
is this disadvantage because it's whispering? Or with the
You're
speed?
trying not to be noticed that you're doing this.
So he might not be able to catch what you're saying, but you're still a very large person.
Oh. 3.
I don't know. I can't read that.
Natural 20.
I rolled a natural 20
Oh, big oath.
on perception.
Was that for intimidation or whisper?
That was for
That's
whispering.
So what you're saying is,
Wait,
what you
where
actually
are
did was,
the-
do you know
I think they're this way.
where the quarters are?
You're not going there.
How far of a walk is it?
It's not super far. Easily, like
I'm going to
you
start.
go down some
I'm going to
stairs.
start ritually casting a spell.
Okay.
Let's die. Maybe don't do that.
Leads down various stairs, and you come to
Basically walking and slightly praying under my breath.
yeah, and you come to the tomb area for the Dorabor line. They are buried underneath the castle.
Makes sense?
So you are led down into that area. There's like doors that have names on
This
them.
feels like home.
Yeah, you feel right at home.
Yeah.
You come to it says Aliraba Dorabor. The prince does not let you inside. He stands at the door. You're welcome inside. He goes and just stands at the top of the stairs.
Thank you,
Alright, I'm gonna walk in and finish the casting of Detect Poison and Disease, just to cover my bases.
As you walk in,
Mm-hmm.
kneeling by the corpse of the
Mhm.
queen, and the queen is a very beautiful human woman, with graying black
Does she look like she's been dead for 3 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
With graying black hair, obviously very pale. She's wearing these extravagant red and gold robes like this, but not. They're more silk than. But she's laying down on a table. Her eyes are closed, kneeling down next to her, in these silk golden green robes with long black hair flowing down her shoulders, is the princess.
Okay, cool. Aw.
She's like kneeling down.
I sent you a text. You don't have to answer yet, but I sent you a text.
Inside
Because
check.
that might be necessary.
Inside check for hug. At appropriate time.
There is no appropriate time.
Ooh.
Oh.
Gosh.
What was that?
Dang, that's a 2.
On the die.
On the
This is your
die.
first time.
No thank you.
You kind of.
You're like,
Is this hallowed ground by the definition of the spell hallow?
do you want to burrow?
No.
Roll
Yeah.
burrow. What's your burrow speed?
You two would have. All three of us would have some problems. Any questions I ask to do with undead affects me as well, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know if I
Um,
actually fall under undead.
not technically. We both technically count as humanoid, but it's. So yeah, I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna finish the casting. There's a faint red glow from the spiral amulet that goes up into my eyes as I just kind of look around. I don't say anything to the princess. I'm going to kind of keep a wide berth, but I'm going to kind of look at the body.
What did you cast?
Detection, poison, and disease. So if there's any obvious remnants of a poison or disease, I don't expect to because they said it was. We believe it's a curse. If it's an actual disease, we'll deal with that.
You do not detect poison or disease.
And as I'm kind of walking around, I want to go to the opposite side from the door, and then I'm just going to let my eyes glaze over the party. Is there anything on them as I glance over?
Poisons or diseases?
On those three?
No.
Okay. So as I kind of look up, I'm going to let that spell drop, and then I'm going to cast Detect Good and Evil. And I'll let you know what that detects.
Mm-hmm.
I'm covering my bases here.
Yeah.
Because this is quite literally my whole purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
0.
Yeah. Alright, so Detect Evil and Good. For the duration, you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if a place or object within 30 feet has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Fey, fiend, aberration, undead.
Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. So I'm looking over her body first, seeing if there's anything that pops up as anything like that.
There detects something aberration
On her?
on her.
Okay. And then as I'm gonna kind of bend down, and I'm just gonna glance at the party again, kind of saying, I'm keeping my notes.
I like how this. I'm
he
normal.
He doesn't register as anything. He's a guy.
I'm a guy.
These two have, well, you have a little bit, and you are.
Man.
But I had my theories, is what I understand. Is I knew about you, and I had my theories.
Mm-hmm.
You are something that doesn't like to show your
Hi,
feelings.
I'm a
That
guy.
converts it. Cool.
Greg.
I'm Greg.
But, so I'm going to
Greg.
reach into a pack, going to put on basically my mortician gloves.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start gently looking over and trying to find that. If it's an object, if it's just part of the disease.
The princess is like this.
And I'm going to pull down
on the queen's chest. The
Mhm.
princess is like this.
she's
I
asleep.
will.
No. Just
Okay.
wait.
I'm going to put my hood up and drop it down, and there's basically a face covering so that, filtering any diseases kind of thing. But I'm going to toss that up and then start looking over and seeing if I can find what that was.
I will go to the princess. My lady, this is not a place for one such as yourself.
But this is where my mother is.
Fair.
Your mother is in your heart.
The princess takes her arms off of the corpse. What?
What's
Who are you?
We were hired by your brother to find out the cause of this.
With what money?
Goodwill.
Well, we'll be paid once he gets access to the treasury.
You don't have to be paid money to be hired for something.
Oh.
Well, we'll get
I
money.
didn't know that. That sounds. Being hired sounds like money.
You might be paid in favors, or
Did you get paid in favors?
I'm just wanting to make sure that there isn't actually a curse on your family bloodline. Would you mind taking a step back?
Oh, sorry.
I'm hoping to be paid gold from your beautiful treasure.
You say that out loud.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit lower, but
You know, I would also like to have access to some gold for my treasury too.
But yeah,
I don't.
So, do I need to roll something to try to find this, or since I have the spell active, do
You
I
have
just?
the spell active. You raise. It's just like
I'm
the sense and feeling is heightening.
I'm very gingerly. If it's inside of her, I'm not going to immediately do anything.
It is definitely inside.
Okay, then I'm going to walk out into the hallway, kind of out to the bottom of the stairs. Prince,
Yep.
I have found something, but I need your permission. It is inside of your mother.
Is my sister in there?
We
Yes!
can have her brought out.
Yes, please.
Will nod. I will walk back down, and I will look at you. Would you mind taking her out to the hallway? I need to do something that is unsavory for one such as yourself.
What are you doing?
I have found something in the body. It needs to be removed.
Let us
There we
go,
go.
princess. You will not like what is going to happen.
And I'll pull out
What?
a few small
You just,
tools.
Lead her out
Um,
of the hallway.
I'm gonna pull out a few small tools, and I'm gonna
Try not to be messy.
Yeah. Do I need to make a medicine check?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guide myself.
Let's dissect this mother.
No, just mother.
Okay. 23.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I pull out a few tools. Where is it? Is it in, like, in her sternum? Is it over her heart?
It is over her heart.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna just very, like, surgically trying to make it to where it can be put back together so that it can have, if they wanted to,
But
like,
you
a
do
mass funeral.
expertly slice and
Mhm.
dissect.
Yeah.
If you roll a
And
1, you
is
just
it-
stick your hand
Is
in.
it her heart?
Yes.
I'm gonna gently remove it. I'm gonna gesture to you to probably bring over, because this is where all that kind of stuff would be.
When you gesture to me, I just hold out my
Nope.
hand.
I need you to grab that jar right there.
Oh.
Grab the jar. I'm gonna put it in there. We're gonna.
You want some dirt?
You're
No,
okay,
not yet.
Curry.
Thank you. I'm gonna
You're not
seal
on
it
our
up.
list.
That comes after the funeral.
So you said apparition? I'm gonna put her back together. Not stitching it up, but I'm gonna fold it over. I'm gonna kind of, put a little, blanket over her chest, as if it's been autopsy. That was the word I was looking for your scars. They reminded me of autopsy scars.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy the heart and make it beat once.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I know what that does. So
Yeah.
I feel the jar shake a little. And
He's
I'm
like,
like, and just kind of look around who's still in the room. So you two,
You two are still
I'm like,
Did you say
yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna hold it up, and I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy as well. Boom, boom. I was like, I no.
Can
I'm
we
going
not-
to.
This poor
This
girl
is
is hearing
all-
these two very loud.
As you say, can we not? I just look at you.
I am I am going to.
That's the
I am
dead
going to use my
lady.
last second level spell slot, but I'm going to cast Gentle Repose on the body, which means it will stay at this state, and it cannot be turned into undead for 10 days.
I have a deep respect for the dead.
So I'm going to walk over, and you just kind of
Cool.
see as I sprinkle a little bit of something out of my pouch, a little bit of holy water, the body kind of glows faintly red, and then goes back to normal. We found him something. We need to go speak to the brother. She's allowed back in. I would suggest giving him a little bit of time to... Actually, do I have that? I don't. I thought I had mending. I was like, I can just patch back up the... I don't have mending, though.
Sad.
And I'm not going to burn a cure wounds on a dead body.
Especially not,
Minor
Statute
illusion.
1.
Fix
you
it
don't
for a
know
minute.
what I have planned after this whole interaction.
I don't. I've used quite a few spells, but I have no... I don't
Combat.
But yeah, I'm going to put the jar kind of under my cloak so that the sister doesn't see it. Thank you, and I'm going to kind of nod to her. I would be careful. She is a little fragile right now. Walk him back in. And I'm going to walk up to the brother. Found something that is tainted. I have it. I'll kind of, show just the jar.
Want to buy a heart?
Not anything in the jar. Just the jar. Walk past him.
I'm
Where
full
do you want me to go? This is sensitive.
No.
My founder's study.
Lead the way.
Yasa looks visibly happy from that.
Study.
Yes.
I like it, the study. I like it, the
Like the
study.
room.
Like a study.
Anyway.
Goodbye,
I will let him lead
princess.
the way.
We will be back.
And as soon as we get there, he either sits down or has us sit down.
like
I will
Ozzy.
put the jar on the
He
desk.
sits down on the stair at the desk. And he put the jar.
Is tainted with something otherworldly. It is
Car?
yes. It's not.
What other world?
Do we as characters know what an apparition is? Like a beholder, that's what an apparition is? Or is it just beyond?
You roll.
I'll roll. I have to figure out what words to describe it.
There's no. It's knowledge, Connor. He said
It's
knowledge.
If it's knowledge planes, it would be Arcana.
Oh.
Alright. I'm also add myself here.
Do I know?
Nat 20,
Have I
max
encountered
4, so
anything
that's
like
a
this?
27. I got a 27.
Let's see.
Yeah, you know what mind flayer is called. You're not rolling well on it.
That's a natural one.
None of you know what it defines as.
Non-net 20.
Give me back my
you
luck,
know.
you
You
thief.
had
Yes.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Please, what did you do to his rolling?
Before you have heard about them and like know stuff.
I have a couple
You
of
have bardic
stories.
knowledge.
You have bardic.
Yeah, you have the street knowledge, I have the book knowledge.
You have like personal knowledge.
Um,
You encountered.
I'm going to kind of... Does it look any different than, like... Are they human? Does it look any different? Are there any signs? Is it... Okay. So it just looks like a heart that's been in a dead person for a couple days. Okay. Well, from my experience, it is things that are from beyond the veil. Not undead. They are creatures that should not exist. There are things such as beholders, the large eyes, tentacles, lots of eyes.
Did your family mate with a beholder at one point?
And I thought I was forward.
The audacity.
I
Of this.
do apologize, but
Man, if only if I had gift of gab.
it is something, from what I understand, it is something from beyond this plane, and not one that is often traveled. I think limbo is the word. Or, I don't know what the planes are in your world, I'm just using the traditional D&D one that kind of stuff comes from.
Give it back.
How dare you? Take his
We have
luck.
somewhere to start. And this makes me think it is not... This makes me think mages or the criminals. This is not the merchants either.
I know very little about these beholders.
They're large, horrible creatures that believe that they are gods.
And you believe the criminal or
Because it is something otherworldly, and this is not something that the church, I feel like, would have any want to deal with, then it would have to be either the criminals would know where to find it, or the mages would have traveled there themselves. It is not easy to get there,
okay.
and I would suggest not looking.
Follow your instincts, go where you think you should.
May I keep this? A gesture to the jar. Or would you like to keep her?
Roll persuasion.
16.
If you think you need it, you can take it.
I believe it would be helpful, yes.
Yeah.
I will take it and
I like having a
add that to my inventory.
Queen's heart.
Do you want to get like a heart clock that you can just...
He also now has a spare.
Well, I think this fool needs one.
Now you're kind of
He also
Make
needs
it
a
a
ring.
Meh.
Maybe some
I was
cards.
making like a Tin Man joke.
I need a digestive tract.
That's
That
fine.
would help.
We want her to become a time lord. We need the second heart.
So,
What?
Second heart? Two hearts? Time lord?
Did you find anything else? Or is this
nothing else. The body will not be tainted anymore. I have it protected for some time.
okay? Good.
Well, if you have nothing else, then we probably must keep on our investigation. And we'll
Yeah, I thought
stay in
figure out
contact.
who did this.
I'll put the jar with the heart in my bag. I'll have to get it to where I can, what's the word?
Contain it?
No, it's not petrify. just keep it together. Basically.
Keep it preserved.
Yeah, preserve it.
Yeah.
Which I have the stuff on me. I just have to do that. To sit down and do it.
Ice. Block of ice.
Yummy, yummy,
Jar
yummy.
of ice, not blood.
He's got a jar of ice, and
Yeah.
guess what's inside it?
Exactly what was in.
We will,
jar.
I will give a slight bow, and then I'm presuming we're being escorted away.
So then, the criminal's faction. Right? That's what we're starting with?
The
No,
morale.
The Moralum Syndicate.
the syndicate or what were the mages?
Episode.
So the syndicate or the academy?
I would say the
I have
Syndicate.
much less experience with
Should there be someone to
I'm gonna
stay
roll a-
with
I'm
the
gonna roll a
prince
gut
and
check.
princess?
Do you want to stay with the Prince and Princess?
Criminals it is.
Yes.
You would know that they do have guards of their own.
So did the king and queen.
Yes.
But they were diseased.
Z.
They
Stab.
were bribery.
I want you in the party.
The prince very kindly says, "Thank you, but go away."
Thanks, but no.
Mom, get out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft!
Right. So,
Craft mine.
Craft mine.
I believe you might be able to. You have a. Well, here's a question for the illustrious DM. Do I know a contact into the Underworld?
It's up to you.
You knowing my line of work,
Probably.
do you think I have someone that I go to find certain things that are difficult to obtain? I'll even roll if they're still alive.
Yeah, you can.
What am I rolling? Just D20?
Fix that courage.
That's a 9. Are they still in town?
As far as you know.
They're dead.
Cool.
No, they're dead.
Presuming then that there'd be a tavern or a business that I would meet them at. So I might have someone.
Oh, I have someone for sure.
Well, if you are confident that they are still around, I haven't spoken to mine in some time.
Where is the Moralum Syndicate like?
Where is they like?
Headquarters? Like base of operations, or like where do they all like kind of consolidate if they do in fact do that?
That's actually in their in the notes.
The
It's
districts
the
they
the
control,
districts.
Oh,
So Cottontown and Clearcliff.
which are the two near the north outside of the city.
Are the two outside the city?
At the top.
gotcha.
Okay.
There's also the map.
So we're here. We're at the castle right now, that middle
Yes.
thing, right? So on the way there, would we pass through the Shadow Square? Or going off to the right?
Yes, you actually pass by.
Let's check it
Central
out.
Academy.
Let's check the academy since it's on the way.
All right,
Just since it's on the way.
sure.
Um.
Let's be efficient.
My
Yeah. All right. I actually need names. What am I to call you? I know you're the faceless
Tolo.
bard.
Tolo the Faceless Bard.
Alright, thank you. And you?
As you can tell,
I am a Yasa.
they.
right.
We.
Right.
All right.
Proper.
Well, I couldn't say
know.
we for you.
I know. Don't worry, I know.
They as the collective. Them. Right?
All right.
We.
Well,
So
We.
should I say we?
Should I say, if I
We.
say we, you say
We refer
us.
to Ayasa as we.
We.
So should I call you Ayasa or we?
Yes.
Interchangeable. I like it.
Oh, we.
No.
We.
Well-
So we.
How about Iwisa?
No.
Fair enough.
No.
Correct.
I was hoping other people would show up.
You're lucky I did. You're lucky I knew instead.
I am going to. Yeah,
Should
we're gonna poke our noses into the academy. Or
Should
at least
we-
onto the grounds.
No.
Should we split up to cover more ground?
No.
No. I think we should
Splitting up
stay
never
together.
works anymore.
Okay.
Good idea.
Oh. So, I just want to grab the nearest person.
As you're passing, going through the streets, and
Like, yeah, as-
Boldahr is a very dwarven design city.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of sharp angles and all this
Blocky.
architecture. But when you get to Central Academy, that is the most elven structure you've ever seen in your entire life. It's all round. and
Curvy. And shiny.
I have taken my hood off once I was done dealing with the body.
You took your foot off?
Hood
Hood.
off.
Yeah, no, he just. I could do that.
I know you can do that.
And there is a large courtyard outside to get into the enemy go through this courtyard.
Yeah, just stepping in, I want to look for,
And there are magicians training.
yeah,
In
a
various
student, if I can see a
locations.
teacher, it's better, a guard, a janitor.
You probably notice students first. There doesn't seem to be teachers outside at the moment. They're just basically basically extracurricular. They're allowed to just go out and train in the courtyard.
Then I'm gonna approach ones that seem like they're not actively casting spells. If they're sitting and studying under a tree, something like that. I don't wanna. I don't want to grab one of the jocks.
The jocks
Right here.
So sorcerers.
Yeah.
Battle.
I don't want to grab one of the theater kids either.
So not warlocks.
Not, bards. Bards, the theater kids.
Warlocks. Goths.
Depending
So
on
you
what.
grab a nerd.
I just want to walk over to a little group of students.
You just
studying.
walk over to a group of students.
Forcefully
And
take
the
one out.
robes of the Sense Academy are they're Harry Potter-esque, but they're more purple
Okay.
themed. There's no like pointy hats or anything like that. But yeah, you walk over to a group of students who are reading various scrolls and books and tree.
Excuse me.
Are you allowed?
No one has told me I'm not. I'm looking for one of the staff, faculty, professors, whatever word you use.
They all should be inside right now. They're having a staff meeting.
Can we go in?
I'm a student. I don't know.
Oh. Well, I just forgot. I'm actually staff.
All right. I'm just gonna walk in.
Can I roll deception?
You can roll. You can roll deception.
Can I just
12.
12? Oh. Oh. Do you believe him?
I was gonna say I'll be one of the battle class or one of the battle.
It was
magicians.
wear your wardrobe to work. My wardrobe is.
It is. Then the rest of the faculty are just.
Because their wardrobes are boring. So I'm interested.
Never seen you before.
What do you teach?
Oh,
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave.
I've already gone in.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking. away.
magical oral history.
Magical oral history. I don't think
I hate
Okay.
that. I hate that.
Have you ever
so much.
told or been told a story by another student?
Yeah.
I was
Where do you
the
think
one
those
when you
stories come from?
interrupted.
Those oral stories?
I hate
mean-
your phrasing.
I teach those.
You teach how to tell stories?
Not necessarily how to tell stories, more like I teach those stories specifically themselves, and then they get spread around
So
by word of mouth, otherwise colloquially referred
What?
to as oral.
you taught Yakash that
Thing with the rhino? Yeah!
Actually, it was an elephant,
See
but
the student's eyes just widen. There was a rhino.
you see
The rhino's horn went where?
There was a rhino in the story?
Oh, he didn't tell you about the... That was the best part of this
he's
story.
right there.
So essentially, the rhino said to the bandit, give me your money or I'll spear you.
And then I dropped the tank in front of the president and said, "Boom, you looking for
You
this?"
see this half-orc student walk over. Yeah, was
You forgot to tell Barry here.
My
About
name's
the rhino.
Steve.
My name's Jeremy.
Baramy,
Oh,
not
sorry.
Barry.
Sorry, that was my teacher nickname for you. We all have. You're right. I call you that because your face, it's flustered, and you look like a berry almost half the time you're anywhere. Yakish here? You know what I call him? Oh, big man.
Big.
You just said the equivalent of the N word to half orcs.
Big man.
Hey, big man. The you say to me?
Because she's like,
What?
do I?
Am I big?
Do I know you?
It's me, your oral history professor.
I don't think that's an elective.
You're right. It's not it's not okay. You're right. It's not an academical elective. It's one it's more of like a passive thing. So like that story you were telling Barry here a couple of days ago.
Yasa's gonna grab a shovel from like one of the janitors and start digging a hole behind.
Minor illusion, cover it up. As like every time you dig, it just gets covered up.
It looks like you're not digging at all.
Anyway, me and Joseph went inside.
Yeah, cut to them.
I just the moment he started, I was like, no.
You're so
I walked in.
Roll it too.
Woo!
But yes, you two walk into the academy. It's a very at the moment. You walk into the main.
Use the
foyer
ice from the freezer.
area, which is this very big, wide open space. There's stairs leading up a long hallway. And at the moment, you just see a couple guards standing around.
DM uses spell Big Suck.
It was super effective.
Wishbone. Oh no.
No, I got it. It's my wish now.
He wished for more than you.
Anyway, we went in.
One of the guards walks over. You're not supposed to be here.
I'm part of the local clergy. We're actually needing to speak to one of the professors.
Okay. Doesn't matter which one.
I just need to speak to a professor. We have a question about magic that we are not privy to.
We have various professors on specific subjects.
Aberration.
Do I know what school of magic that, like, traveling across planes would be?
Patrick doesn't know the answer.
It's conjuration. I know the answer to that question. Does he?
Connor.
Well, it's the same thing.
My brain will
13.
go back to D&D brain.
No.
Probably not. We have some.
Then I'll
idea.
just describe it. It's about traveling long distances.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll go get it.
Because that's how I would explain that if I don't know the exact word for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's also how you would conjure something there.
Yeah.
That's where he thinks it's going. He may be completely wrong. This may be a wild goose chase. That's fine. That's the whole point of these investigations.
The guard just nods up and walks away through the halls. The other guard just stands there watching you. Are you gonna sneeze?
You know much about magic, or are you just guard here?
I'll just get paid to stand here.
Are you religious man?
I go to church.
Frequently, or only on the holidays?
When my wife gets me out of bed.
That's why I'm here.
I'm not either fortunate or misfortunate enough to be married yet myself.
After a
It
few,
depends on the day.
after a few minutes, the other guard comes back with a water genasi, a female water genasi. Her hair is like pulled back,
Just
as it's just like her hair is basically like seaweed.
You know the
Yeah.
avatars
She's
from
pulled back.
Avatar?
give a
Like a low ponytail.
small bow.
Hello.
Right. We're doing a small investigation for the local church. I'm needing your expertise on summoning magics, traveling long distances.
What would you mean by?
It's more your knowledge. I will. It's maybe worrying, but I'll pull out the heart. This is cursed with
Something.
energies from the far realms beyond our homes. I'll put it back in the bag. I'm
Right.
trying to figure out where that could have come from and how difficult it would be for someone to do that. Because we're trying to figure out where
Oh.
this might have come from.
That would require time, and I would
course.
need the
How much time?
heart. It depends on how far away it comes from.
Would it take... How many days until the prince said...
He said he had like 3 days, 3-4 days until he gets access to the treasury.
Would it take 2.5 days?
Perhaps it really depends. If it came from simply the Underdark, it would take me at most maybe half a day.
Well, that's tough.
I feel like it came from far.
It really depends.
I have no issue with you studying it. I'm just not keen on parting with it.
Of course, but I would need my laboratory too.
Would you mind me staying with the heart?
We don't have time for that.
How long do you want to stay?
I need to know that it will not be injured in some way.
I am a professional. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, it's a check.
Yes.
Can I roll an inside
don't
check?
trust anyone kind of thing.
Can I roll an inside check?
18.
Yes.
It's the whole, I don't want to trust anyone that we might suspect.
Yes. Now, what exactly are you trying to?
I want to know if the shock that she had to seeing the heart was,
Genuine.
oh, that's a heart, or,
Oh, that's the heart.
oh, that's the, yeah.
Okay.
If I can tell that, if not,
You,
no
you could
worries.
when you showed her the heart,
Uh-huh.
the instant look on her face was, "You have a heart in a jar."
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. And was there any
Jar.
mentions or any tells that about when I was talking about where it might have the magic's come from? Anything like that?
We can't spend all of our time here.
I will take very good care of it.
What's the nice name? What's your character's name again? I'm sorry.
I never gave you my name.
No, you haven't. Sorry. I'll be asking that soon.
What country were you from?
What's the local church?
Winterdahl?
Winterdahl.
Saint Winterdahl.
Yeah, Church of Saint Winterdahl.
I'm a sect of the Church of St. Winterdahl. I don't personally live here. I'm from out of town. They drew me in for this investigation.
Of course.
But what time of day is it?
I would say about almost noon.
Okay. So this would be a perfect time to start hitting up the taverns. We're trying to figure out the.
Sorry, that was a clap.
I
Taverns,
will,
you say?
I'll take the jar out. I'll kind of pass it over to her. Well, as I'm doing so, how soon could you start your investigation?
I still have school to do.
Yes.
I do it in between classes, or I could start as soon as school's over.
When does school end for the day?
They're
When do your classes end for the day?
my classes end around 2.
What time is it?
He said it's about noon.
Okay.
So we have a few more errands to run. I will drop it off after your classes. Probably 3 to dinner time, give or take. And then I will probably be checking in daily for reports if nothing else. So I will put it back in my bag.
I'm Professor Akane.
Strap. So I'll get a little bow.
What's up, buddy?
Would people know?
Would know.
So Professor.
Okay.
It's not you that's famous. It's the battle.
No.
Professor what?
Professor Akane.
Spell that for me.
Akane.
Akane.
Yep.
All right.
I agree. That just is.
So I have a question for you about him.
The illustrious D.
About
You can
Greg.
say it.
Greg.
the illustrious Dean.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I have a question.
Only you can call
On
him.
his behalf, would he recognize my last name? Because that's just a question.
Roll history.
You.
Mate. Okay.
Because if you've been in this army or whatever,
Been knowing it
then
for
you might.
over 10 years.
You were.
I was in it for over 10 years.
So
Also, Connor, come up with a fake story because all the students are going to be enamored with.
Oh no, I got it.
Okay, you sound really
17.
The Edward's name is. They are. The Edwards family is a very high, prestigious family within the Melbourne Coalition.
Okay.
They're one of the highest ranking members.
I doubt you've heard it.
oh, I have no idea if I've heard of you, and I highly doubt it. I might have heard, as you said, the battle you were in.
Mm-hmm. But, well, I mean...
But I was just curious if you would have heard of my last name that I
Okay.
just said.
And though an Edwards, perhaps common somewhere else, is not a very common last name here.
Sure.
So do you guys step back outside?
I mean, if there's nothing else, then I will bid the professor goodbye, and I will step outside.
As you open the doors, you just first
There's a
of all,
crowd.
Tolo, yeah,
The
Tolo,
entire student
Tolo-
body that is outside.
he's sitting on the stairs up to the building. You know, like one leg higher up on a
There's
step
still a
than
piece
the
of
other.
pizza.
I ate it.
Oh.
I want his crust because he's not going to eat it.
Yeah.
Give me another. Give me one.
The only reason I was eating is
Sounds
it's very
This is very crunchy pizza.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
why I was eating.
Yeah, he's got like one leg higher up on another step than the other. So that is how a game of hopscotch between an animated rosebush and a zombie was concluded with a crab in a rope.
Even a Yasa stops digging your grave. Like she's at this point.
There's
like,
a mound of dirt, but there, like the elite
Yeah.
is just, it's still just
her
flat
head is like
ground.
poking above the ground at this point,
Through the
and she just
No, he has his foot up on your head. Just
Yeah, just. I know, it's crazy, but I saw this happen. It
Keep
was,
talking until it comes back. Paint with mode. Part 2.
and you know, the crab in the robe actually reminds me of the lobster with a crossbow. He actually won an archery competition that was for longbows specifically, but they thought, you know, since this thing is a lobster and is obviously capable of participating in an archery competition, it should be permitted to use a crossbow because it can use a crossbow, right? So, to start at the beginning, there's this archery competition being held by this
It's
very,
our
very,
thing now.
customary king. It's a celebration. It's a festival. It's a carnival. Whatever you want to put it as. It's a celebration. And to kick it off, they always start with this archery competition. A bunch of lords, bunch of nobles, bunch of wannabes show up to this, hoping to get their,
I'm just writing down the names that I said.
hoping to get their 15 minutes of fame after hitting that bullseye, or as I like to call it, rhino's eye. Right? Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, there's this archery
Those-
competition
these
going
guys-
on. All these people are coming to it. And walking into the carnival grounds is a lobster of about feline size. And everybody's like, wow, that's a really big lobster. But then the more they think about it, they're like, why is a feline-sized lobster here at the archery competition? This is the question that everybody's asking themselves, and nobody has a really good answer until one of the carnival barkers is like, I'm going to ask this lobster the question. And so the carnival barker is like, hey, Mr. Lobster, what are you doing here? And the lobster says, I'm here to participate in the archery competition, but unfortunately, I don't have a longbow. I have a no. I have a crossbow.
Do you want it?
Catch it in your mouth and you get it.
I caught. You were there. I caught a Chick-fil-A fry across the back room. Oh, you were. I was quite proud of that.
So Mr. Lobster says, I don't have a longbow, but I have a crossbow. Would that be okay? So the carnival barker kind of gobsmacked for a second, not by the fact that the lobster is talking back to him, but that the lobster, this feline-sized lobster, wants to participate in the archery competition. So the carnival barker is like, let me check for you. And so the carnival barker goes to the people who are running the archery competition. He's like, so basically,
And Jacob and Greg have walked out as you're telling this.
And looked down at that head out of the ground.
His head sticking literally out of the ground through the illusion.
I'm at the bottom of the courtyard.
Guess
I
you should
cannot
keep
dig a
digging.
grave deep enough to get me away from this cringe.
You want some help up?
I can confirm in most fantasy worlds, they did in fact say that was cringe.
Green.
That's cringe, bro. No cap.
No cap.
For some reason, you saying that was so funny.
What?
Is it better? Yeah.
oh no,
What?
Is it better or worse than me saying other Zoomer words?
I think it's worse.
LOL.
No, I just
Winky
need you
face.
to push the rest of the dirt into the hole.
Maybe start slowly pushing it with my foot. Not like, a lot. It's just.
One second, and I'm going to, for flavor, I'm going to grab you.
me?
Let's go back down to where you belong.
Oh, I just gotta let this happen slowly. And I look very frantic, but my voice and tone remains the same. And so, the people running the archery competition are like, yeah, if he wants to participate, he can. We'll make an exception.
Through the illusion.
Alright, your story time's over.
Thank
Give,
God.
give him a good applause. Say thank you.
No.
Thank you.
The half work. You called over.
Big man.
No. He just walks over. You wouldn't like teach me how to tell stories like that.
Do not encourage him.
I'm sorry. This is my human resources department.
They're
They're there to discourage me at all times, just so that I stay.
Is that right?
Yes.
I
In
am
the resources department.
correct.
Yalsa, would you mind getting out of the hole?
Do you need help?
No. She will perform a perfect muscle up. The no fun department has come to take away the party. We're leaving.
So, anyway,
So as I was saying,
He's following you as you're carrying him out.
Go away, or I will.
I'll
I
perform.
unfortunately don't get.
If you
private
don't stop, I will
lessons. It's
perform
kind
an
of
autopsy.
against like the spirit and the practice of magical oratory history or oral history. You know, it's all supposed to be word of mouth, passed from one person to the other. I study it, reproduce it, and start it.
Okay.
So, Edwards.
Thank you.
Edwards, is it?
All right, Martin.
Yes.
Edwards, is it? Interesting.
Is that your name? Edwards?
That is the family name, yes.
What's your name?
Jacob.
Jacob.
What do you say about the Edwards again? Sorry.
They're a very well-known family in the merchant
It's
class.
a merchant faction.
What are you doing helping the crowd?
Huh?
What are you doing helping the crowd?
As I said, I needed some money.
Right.
We're gonna drop the heart off after dinner, or before dinner, so we have time to follow your lead now.
Excellent. All right.
Lead the way.
So to Cotton Town.
There's gonna be another one of your stories you can
Oh,
pull
hell yeah.
off
Can I
your
have
ass.
the map?
No.
I didn't know there was a map over there.
Yeah, there's a map.
I was looking at the background trying to read it.
There's a map.
Oh, there's also. Do you not see like the little map right in the corner?
That's what he's talking about.
I couldn't really read
No,
that.
we have
very
an
well.
actual map. I don't know why that one's yellow and this one isn't. But
This ink.
Oh, it's
Sad
zero
vibes.
M.
What?
what?
There's 0M, 125, and 250, right? For the little the distance thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was 0111, and I'm like, cool.
You're right. It does look like that. Why do you have 11 meters much specifically as the beginning?
Yeah, I was just like. Anyway, okay, so we're going to Cotton Town or Clearcliff?
Cotton Town.
Lead the way.
Oh, when we get there, I'll disappear for a bit, then I'll be back. But don't worry,
Where are you going?
I'll get you in contact with the person I know at Cotton Town. I have some business.
Stupid question.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Can you ask a stupid question? Certainly.
I was gonna ask him to trust you, but we both know that's not the case.
Have I proven distrustworthy?
You've proven that
You're
you
connect-
won't allow yourself to tell the truth.
Like, well, it was.
Exactly.
It wasn't necessarily that spell specifically. It's just on principle. I don't like being
Well,
mad.
we just have a general distrust of ties. It's secret.
You know
Is
that's
my
fair. I get that.
Contact originally in this part of town as well.
Probably more in Clearcliff because that's where you want to go.
So where are you? Where are we going again?
Oh, we're just going to this building right here. I point to a random building. Don't worry, I'll talk to him. He's pretty temperamental. He doesn't really like talking to new people. So
Insight.
just let me.
I'm
Are
rolling
we in
insight.
Clearcliff or Cotton Town?
I'm rolling insight, okay?
He doesn't really like
So if I
talking.
walk across,
The street, you're in Clearcliff.
Can I roll insight?
He doesn't really like talking to people if he doesn't have to. But when he does, he can.
No.
I'll go talk to my.
I'll roll bluff. Just
No, you don't need to.
you guys. Yeah, you really don't believe me. Or no, you really do believe
I
me.
got a 5.
25.
I got a 5.
You have 20 tokens.
We don't have tokens here. That wouldn't succeed anyway. Defender wins.
So I'll be right back. I'm gonna step inside this random building, whatever it is.
I'm gonna walk across the street. Let's see if my
Yeah,
contact
you
is still
step
there.
into like a random storage house.
Disguise self. As I look now,
You are your contact. You are your own contact.
charlatan background means I haven't.
I'm following you.
Secret
Also,
identity.
just standing in the middle of the street. Don't you?
T-posing because she forgot to load in.
Well, no, she's gonna just start singing under her breath. Don't you know you never split the pie?
Adasa, would you like to come with us?
Yes.
And they go across the street.
They go the other direction.
Yeah.
You leave the storage house.
Disguise self. I'm going to disguise myself as
Or-
that'd be funny.
Yeah.
No. Very elfin man. Still very slender of frame, but dressed in. I don't know if there's actually like any like racial differences in like style. If there is, I'm gonna dress in typical like elven dress, but it's gonna be dingy because criminal.
No way.
Hair is blonde, ears pointy, eyes brilliant blue. And I have a dark green cloak over it.
And you step out. You just see them on the other side.
Yeah,
of
we're
the
walking
street.
away.
You look so handsome now. Your ears look
You don't
nice.
know that.
Oh,
Your divine sense ended a while ago, pal.
fair enough.
Yeah, I just am walking towards probably one of the various little inns, or the one inn in this part of town.
Yeah, I'll actually wait to step back outside until like
The
we can
one
tell
tavern
if they
in
do.
this side. Oh,
This is horrible, by the way.
It's you.
please.
Hmm?
I'm going as you walk toward that building. I'm going to like smile and just walk faster toward it.
Towards the tavern. And
Sometimes it just.
I just kind of okay, and I'm gonna keep my pace. I have no reason to go fast.
I'm gonna kind of look at the sign and walk in.
It's the name of this
The
place.
Protective Glory.
really odd name to this side of town.
But yeah, I'm gonna walk in.
Hey, honey.
And you see
This
your
your
wife
place?
at the bar.
Yep.
Oh,
What does she look like?
weird.
It's good because I'm not gonna do the thing where it's like this. The wife just looks like a sibling.
No.
Looks like you, but a woman.
No. She's
Same
definitely much less, much more slender.
Mm-hmm. A lot less dad bod.
Yes.
You have dad bod.
Yes. And with
Greg has chronic dad bod.
yes, he does. With dark black hair.
I don't know why these showed up here, but they did.
And she's wearing like a white shirt with the
Yeah.
apron on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. And she's like mixing something in a bowl.
So I'm gonna kind of look around. Do I see the person I would normally be?
How's your day?
So I'm gonna make up a random name, and I'm gonna ask them if he's here, because I'm assuming if this is where I would meet him, he'd be a local.
Yeah.
Not a local, but a what's the one?
Alright,
So what you're saying is,
Yeah.
I've seen him around.
You've not in a while.
No, okay. I would.
Yeah.
And
I
actually,
wouldn't recognize
you
it
very
would be-
specifically, since you went down with me, you would recognize when I put the hood on and put that on. You recognize that
Okay, so I'm like, oh, you're the one who keeps coming in.
because I
All
never show
shady
my
like.
face fully.
You're the one who keeps coming in all shady like.
But yeah. So
Have you got much business?
Oh no, with the queen being dead, everyone's all sad.
Well, that means we're gonna get a lot of
This is
business
not-
real quick.
this is now going to be really awkward. But is Donovan still around here?
I haven't seen him in a few days.
Okay.
Is he a friend of yours?
Business partner. I kind of give a
He's a
little
lot of
wink.
people's business partners.
Need some help cleaning up back there.
Oh no, it's not too messy. I need
Okay.
something to
Alright,
do today.
well,
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go see what the weird cloaked boy wants.
Oh, fair enough.
I guess we'll pick you up here. Do you want to stay here and help him around the kitchen?
Oh no, I don't need any help. We haven't had any
You
business.
get to
today.
babysit.
Fantastic. When are you getting the babysit?
What?
Pointing at large mother
What's your
figure.
wife's name?
Gonna do it the same way I found the other one. Fantasy name generator.
Oh, I need to write down my contact's name because if I don't write that down, I'm not going to remember it.
Was he an elf?
Whatever race you want him to be.
He's whatever race you want him to be.
What are the common ones in this area?
Common races.
Elf, dwarf, halfling, gnome, human.
I'd say there's like a decent genasi.
He's another half elf. Which version of half elf? Because they take on a little bit of appearance of whatever type of elf. That's up to you, but he's a half elf.
Isabelle.
Isabelle?
That's how it's pronounced. Isabelle or whatever.
Isabelle.
Isabelle. But it's got the little squiggly line.
Isabelle.
Isabelle.
I like Isabelle.
Well, it fits Craig or Greg.
Greg.
Isabelle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Isabelle!
Isabelle!
Yeah,
Where's the soup?
Where's the leaf,
I
man?
will walk back across the street and kind of just wait by the building.
Out steps the elfin man that I described. Looks around. You must be Edwards.
I'm gonna squint, kind of look you over very slowly. Do you have any obvious weapons in your little disguise self stuff?
Yeah, I have a short sword strapped to like my back and a dagger at my side.
Thank you for playing.
This is
my
a very
life.
odd
Wow.
question now. Have I ever come into contact with this elven gentleman before?
No.
Working in the
No.
Okay.
No.
This elven gentleman has never existed till today.
Right? Yeah.
That's the fun part. Anyway,
Oh, I'm Grindle, by the way.
Grindelwald.
Grindle.
His last name Wald.
Yes, Total had some great business to attend to.
oh, you're his contact.
Yes.
Okay.
So I heard you
Where
need some
is-
help getting into the memorandum syndicate. Is it true?
We're looking for some information.
Oh, good. I know some people who know some things.
Leilani of this thing.
I like Grindle.
So tell us you had some other compatriots. Yeah,
Yes,
I don't see
they're getting a
them.
drink.
Is it him, that man over there? He doesn't look like one of your compatriots. He looks quite drab, I'm being honest.
No, they're getting lunch.
Oh,
They,
from
they,
that
they sent me along.
tavern over there.
Yes.
I've never been.
It's quite nice. Good home cooked food.
You think I did that living across from it, but that's assuming I live in this house.
I don't believe you do. Is that
might.
not a house?
What is the building I
You stepped into a warehouse. It's a storage building. It
Doesn't
is.
mean I can't live in there.
I'm not saying. I'm not.
I
With a vagabond. Where are your contacts? Lead the way.
Well, should we get your compatriots first?
I'm gonna walk across the street, poke my head in the wall. Greg, Ayasa, we're time to actually do
Put
things.
the mop down. Put it down, please. Down.
Mopping the ceiling.
No.
She grabs your hand and starts biting it.
No.
Stop. What is
When you
what's
pull
your name?
when you pull back, there are 3 teeth in the hand. You need to bite very hard. You're just now missing more teeth.
Alright.
Have you told them your name?
Yes.
Hey, spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out. Stop it.
Do you want some beer?
I'll spit out the part of the broom handle.
No, we paid for that.
I'll grab it.
Ayasa, are you coming? If not, I'm going to go with the contact alone.
I am going to roll strength.
She's gonna leap out the window.
Yes.
Grab the mop. You take the mop. You take the mop.
Yes.
And rolling strength. That is a 15.
Okay.
What are you removing?
She's
the
trying
mop.
to take the mop out
The
of
mop.
Ayas's hands.
Yep.
If you dive out, the mop stays though.
Look. Sorry,
You
honey.
can't roll tonight, apparently.
You need me to stay.
Has
You
Ben
don't.
taken all your luck?
No.
Remember,
Give
she's
him a different dice.
No, it's
No.
fine. It's fine.
he has 3 sets.
More than that, but yeah.
That's
Oh.
she is. Remember, she is the one who pushed him to do this.
No, you go. You go.
I can-
No,
Fine,
I told you to do this. You go.
fine,
You need to get out of the house.
fine. I'm going.
I think it's your Ayasa. Totally described what you look like, and you fit his description perfectly.
I just walk out here. That's why.
Oh, you must be Greg.
Yes.
Guys, no.
This is what we're dealing with.
I'm Grindle. Contacts in the
Yeah.
syndicate. One contact specific.
Let's lead the way, please.
No fourth walls.
That it's cocked. I'm gonna say
That's pretty close to it too.
It landed in the crack. It's cocked. I'm gonna call that as cocked.
Roll it again.
Finally, it's above a 10.
17.
Do I need to roll counter?
It'd be deception.
Yeah.
'Cause it's-
You're lying out of your butt.
I also don't like this. I didn't like this when I showed up.
17.
Can I roll insight?
It matches. I think that's a full.
Rollies!
Whoever gets higher, I suppose.
17 again. Now I want to roll performance. Nat 20 on my
You
performance
are
expert.
someone else entirely. You're Grendel.
I
Ayasta
want to roll insight
I
too.
believe I'm.
Ayasta-
Grindel's the real Tolo.
looks at
Against his
Quentin.
deception.
Grindel.
Grindel. She will look at him
Nope.
and then
I was
just
close,
look
though. I got a
above
15.
him, and you will see a very faint blush.
On the desk.
It got some color in it for a moment.
No. I'm homosexual.
It goes from red to blue.
No, it goes
All
in
of the oxygen gone.
You just made her sad.
What's breathing?
No change in facial expression, just a downward tilt.
Grendel, lead the way. We have things to do.
Excellent. I only have a limited amount of time, so let's go this way.
You're just going.
Lead
As
him
he
to
walks,
combat.
I'm just gonna lean over to Jacob and go, "This is a garden."
I heard that.
I know.
To be fair, it's fairly wise to avoid people that are associated with the Madam Syndicate. They're criminals and foul.
Where did that go?
He believes he is Jim.
I sneezed on it. It was really good.
Can you hold it real quick, Joseph?
You-
Roll it.
Swear to easy.
It was an
Been
11.
made average again.
What?
You hit to a 2 after a 5.
Roll this one. Roll that one.
Oh
No!
man, it just sucks to be you. That's another 2.
Roll that one.
Roll it.
Roll that one. No. Roll this one.
Alright.
Drive me home right now. Take me home.
No, it's average.
You're getting better.
It's average.
Hey, a 20 and a 10. There you go.
Wasted those.
Lead the way.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Grindel starts singing on
put
the
my hood
contact.
up,
Oh,
put the
no.
little face part up.
Actually have a contact there. It's fine.
Yeah, but
You okay?
You.
you are welcome to make up how they get there.
Give me the map.
Give me the map.
Town.
Gonna
We
walk
just
in a
came
very big
from.
circle.
We're over here.
Yeah, we just came from here. We'll take the main road.
Well, we're currently up here.
We're going.
I thought that's where we were already.
No.
You're
we were at
in-
the Shadow Square.
You're
That's
in
good.
Cotton Town.
Yeah, we're in Cotton Town. Right?
We're in Condon? Oh, I thought we were on our way.
Nope.
Okay.
That's where we were.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I walked across the street and apparently
He
went to his
walks
house.
back across the street.
Man, sucks to have a tavern in Cotton Town, I guess.
There
Anyway.
he is in Clearcliff.
They get drunk.
Whatever.
They like their beer.
Yeah. The way I imagine it is that Grindel is just gonna choose,
Oh, he is Grindel.
an actual house. Yeah. An actual house that has like a wine cellar, but in that wine cellar is another wine cellar, and underneath that wine cellar is
It's a
an
beer cellar.
Sure, a beer cellar, and underneath that is another wine cellar, and then finally you get to the underground.
And under
Because
that,
nobody's
there's
even
another
crazy
wine
enough to
cellar.
search for 4. Search 4 times. Anyway,
For you.
yeah,
Oh, no.
I do have an actual contact. You get to make them up because you're the DM, but their name.
You made up the other one. You get to make up this
Okay,
one.
fine.
What's his name? Or their name?
Their
Her name.
name
What's
is
its
going.
name?
Their name is going to be.
Skeletor.
Wald.
Let's go with.
Grindel and Wald. Grundle.
The actual Grindel? No.
Available.
Shoot, I'm blanking on names right now.
Timothy.
Timothy.
Tim. He goes by
The
Tim.
answer's
No.
7.
Just to add a fantasy, Timo.
He goes
So
by
Tolo and
Tim.
Timo.
Timo.
He goes by
Okay.
Tim.
Timo is, let's say, a man of
Timo.
similar. So he's also going to be an elf, like Grindel. They're going to look very similar, but
They look
he,
like cousins.
but Timo is a dark elf.
So no.
They look very physically similar, except for their skin
Yeah,
color.
same facial structure, but cousins.
Now, I have an important question. Is he Tolo's contact or Grindel's contact?
That's an excellent question. He's Grindel's contact, but Timo knows about. He knows Tolo, but knows Tolo and Grindel as different people.
Oh my.
He doesn't know that Tolo and Grindel are the same people.
No, they're different. He know.
You're
Timo-
right.
That
Tolo-
20 says they're different.
Then that 20 unperformed says they're
That
the
20
same.
means they are two different people.
28.
For a total of 28. Yeah,
Let me just add that guidance because I want to.
that's a 32.
Yeah.
That was plus 4 right there.
Could even give him. Well, you gotta. Yeah, that's the max you
So,
can get.
yes,
That's
You
the
don't-
highest
you don't-
parameter.
Grindel and Tolo are not the same person.
Yeah, sure.
He has
Let's have the ID.
multiple personality
no,
disorders.
no.
No, sure. Why not?
Yes,
I don't know.
They,
We'll see.
They
We'll
go
see.
underneath
we'll
all
see how
the
that
cellars.
Roll.
I am making
Which
a
lead to a ladder.
mental note of what house this was and where the cellars are, all that stuff. I'm
You'll take
making
out
a
your
mental
map
note
and
of
write it down.
this.
You keep going, you keep going, you keep going. This ladder leads down to a small room with a trapdoor that leads has another ladder.
Yasa gets
that
stuck
leads down,
halfway through
That
one of
comes
them.
to a locked wooden door. With a slot. With a slot. You see these two orcish eyes.
Also possible.
Grendel.
Big man.
What?
You say to me?
He said big man
It is a big man.
without his accent?
That's a big man. Big man.
What did we do? We talked about the knock.
It's a secret knock.
No, it's not. It's
Your secret knock.
Alright, fine. I'll use secret knock. Better?
Yes.
No, he just wants you
It
to
is.
go.
It is.
I had some.
No. Oh, well. No.
I had some customers looking for some information. I was hoping to talk to Timo.
And why did you bring him here?
Well, Tolo said that they were on some sort of investigation. They want to talk to one of the hearts. We're hoping if Timo can arrange that.
Give the Moon Knight the ID.
Alright.
The door opens.
Except Tolo isn't a mercenary.
And?
Excellent.
Be in the front room.
This is your version of John Lockley, or Jake Lockley. The
Yeah.
underground criminal.
No,
boy.
he's Steven.
This is Steven.
This is Stephen and Lockley combined.
This is
This is Lockley
with
if he had the
Lockley's,
personality
like,
of Steven.
connection.
Yeah.
He's even
Uh,
British.
Lockley
come
with
into
Steven's
this,
personality.
It's not a huge room, but it's filled with a bunch of tables with various you can assume to be criminals sitting at them. Some of them playing games. Some
This
of them
is
talking to each
the
other.
black market.
Yes.
It's a long market with just hallways and.
You're not wrong.
Anyway,
But you do see a dark elf that looks very similar to Grendel.
Timo!
Did she say-
Oh no!
Good to see you.
How are you?
Once again,
I'm good.
Greg is just
You
gonna
know, he
look.
said
Greg
about
is gonna
touching.
look over at Jacob and just go.
You can never touch me again. After what happened last time.
Just
I took my hand off.
Greg's just gonna look over at Jacob and just go.
Well, anyway, that's besides the point.
Yasa blushes.
are you? I'm gonna say in
No,
Elvish,
they're-
a very low voice. Your contact.
Yes.
This is Timo.
I am Timo.
You just went over. This is Timo.
Cool.
What information are you looking for?
Is he speaking in Common or Elvish?
Elvish.
I can't do. Wait.
Timo, you know what we said about being courteous to the other people in the room
Right,
Yes,
right, right.
who may
yes.
not have grown
What are you
with
looking for?
Elvish parents?
I apologize Tim, for discriminating against your heritage.
Thank you, Timo.
I can speak Elvish.
Everyone except for you can speak Elvish.
Everyone except the elf.
Here's the thing. It was just established in Grendel's lore that he was not raised by elves, so he doesn't speak it.
Well,
That's really funny that I picked
I
Elvish out of
like
all of them.
eavesdropping to a minimum.
Oh, most people can speak Elvish here.
I'm gonna say in Elvish. You're right.
More people speak Common.
What about Gnomish?
I'm
Do you
gonna,
speak
switch,
Gnomish?
I'm gonna switch to Undercommon. I speak this.
No, I can speak Common and Gnomish.
I can speak
choice,
Common and
though,
Elvish.
I want to make a good choice for myself.
Weird flex, but okay.
I can speak Common and
For
Elvish.
the one time it will come in handy in the campaign, that's when I'll feel vindicated.
Understandable.
Does he? Does this drow speak Undercommon?
Yes.
I do not.
Okay.
We are
What
looking.
information?
We are looking for something.
Yes, please be in
Where
common.
would you buy a curse?
Specifically an aberration. Aberrational.
Oh,
Looking for a curse from the beyond.
specifically curses. There are some specific sellers I know, but aberration, there's...
I should have said.
There's only one I know that sells
Do you mind pointing
aberrational
us in his or their direction?
curses. But what can you give me?
Do you take
5 more
coin?
seconds. No.
Do
Nope.
you take coin or information?
Well, I deal in information, but
Okay.
I will accept coin.
I'm gonna lean
You
in
know, it'd be
close.
great if we could all understand.
I'm gonna text you something.
That would be great.
So I'm trying to whisper this. This is why I'm like putting my mouth to his ear.
Dog. Dog.
Come on. What?
Dog. No, dog.
Maybe you'll send eventually.
Maybe you will receive it.
Nothing? Not yet?
It's not showing up.
Are you looking in Messenger?
Miss Lydia.
You sent it to Lydia? She's gonna be so confused.
What are you offering me?
What am I getting at this?
What? Huh? Was that meant for me, sweetie? Who are you texting? That's Patrick. That makes sense.
That's great.
It's hilarious.
Are you texting Patrick or texting Lydia the contact?
I'm just telling her meant to text Patrick.
She'll
Understand.
context later.
Yeah, I will explain that on the way home or when I get home.
He does like his eyebrow raising, his like arched eyebrows. He nods.
I'll kind of sit back. Do you want it now or after? I need this information to be worth it.
You know, it would be great if we could all understand.
I would like it now. Can you hear me?
Don't speak that close.
I can hear me. I would like it now. I'm gonna have such a hard time remembering this voice.
Oh, no, you won't. He's here to remind you.
Yas is just gonna like reach back ever so casually, scratch underneath her armor, and then just
Rip off some skin.
accidentally like clang her like metal glove against her halberd. Oops.
Yeah, accidentally.
And then just...
Hello.
Hi.
Would he know?
You don't know. You would only ask if they
Anything
do,
over there?
not NPC.
They don't.
You don't know.
They don't. I don't think any of them care about war.
That tells me nothing.
I'll give you after.
Least of all,
Very well, very well.
the faceless bug.
I'm not the faceless bard anymore.
Yes, well, you're Grendel.
A homosexual elf.
Mm-hmm. Grendel.
Criminal
He
elf.
he is your homosexual lover.
No, that's not how I set it up. That's what Timo wanted.
That's what Timo wants.
Anyway,
I mean, Grendel made it very clear that last time Timo touched the wrong place for way too long. So, but we're not sure what place that is.
where? And I'll sit back and I'll say this. Say it in common. Lead the way.
Oh no, I don't lead. I'll tell you.
Tell me where to go.
I like he had a whole
In the
conversation.
South Ward. There will be a building with a symbol on it. This is the symbol of a hand with an eyeball on it in the middle. Once you find
Does that
go
symbol mean anything to me?
roll.
I'm going to assume it doesn't, but can I roll as well?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
History?
Yeah.
21.
The symbol has no name attached to it, but it was once, or the name is long forgotten. It was once a highly sought after group of effectively divination site. Go there and look for someone named Ashran.
Ashram?
It's the only thing Grendel picked up on was the... Yeah.
He went.
I will
Quick,
lean
pretend
back
like
in
you know what they're talking
and
about.
quietly and undercommon.
I know the hand with the symbol, but
Give him
that's the
some
only thing
more
I'm able to figure out.
information as his payment.
There is no war of Kohr Boldahr.
I was in it. What do you mean?
No, you were in a battle.
I was in a battle. What battle?
That was a chunky.
That is his payment.
Like reading nicely to the shadow.
I would keep your mouth quiet for now, lest you lose your tongue.
That would not be good for me.
Be great for all of us.
Now stand up.
So,
Thank you
Grendel,
for your
once for old
business.
times.
Thank you for your
What was that?
business.
Once for old times.
No, I'm not letting it drop after a week.
Come on.
No,
Please.
no,
One more.
no.
Lead the way out. I want to go home.
Very well. What did you...
Do you want to explain what the hell is that? We have a direction to go.
How do you? I noticed you mentioned something about the hand with the eye in it.
The what?
Hand with... That was what that
I'm not talking to you.
symbol was.
We have a location in the south,
Arcana?
or the south ward.
Check to like on our history or whatever.
History.
Well, we're at least in the double digits.
Well,
12.
Time in format.
Can catch
you're gonna catch a copyright strike.
That's not from that.
Grendel. Thank you for your time, and I suppose we should pay you, shouldn't we?
It's
I'm
standardly
not-
customary, yes.
I didn't get anything out of it.
I'll reach in and I will put a handful of coin into your hand.
How much?
With a handful of coin.
How many gold are you giving him?
I'm not giving him gold. I'm giving him a handful of copper pieces and walking off.
Taylor didn't tell
As
you,
long
but
as you have one silver piece. worth
Yeah, you
of
have
copper.
like 8 copper pieces.
Taylor didn't tell you, but I'm usually paid in spinach.
I'm gonna stop.
But I'm sure I can buy some spinach.
I'm gonna go into the tavern.
Back to mine?
Yeah.
Alright.
You see Isabel
We're back, honey.
is sweeping up the glass that had been broken off.
From the window.
Ayasa jumping up the window.
There's one outside.
I'm gonna climb in through the window.
No!
The door, please. Door. It's right there.
Yeah.
Please. Please.
I will kick you. And I will have no remorse.
Let me
Sorry, what was that?
I'm talking to you.
Who are you?
Do not converse.
Why can't I converse?
He's no.
you got a
Nice
handful of
He's not a nice elf.
He's a very nice elf.
He's an angry elf.
I'm gonna go try to find Tolo.
I live across the street.
In the warehouse?
Yes, I live there. It's my house.
Doesn't that belong to the coalition?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
They don't know about it. I live there.
I mean, I could tell them.
Please don't.
What if? What if? 2 copper pieces.
Cover pieces.
Anyway,
But
yeah, I'm gonna go over to the
you're
warehouse.
breaking the law.
and
Yeah,
wait
they know
for,
it.
You
Tolo.
just said they didn't.
Some of
Yes,
them
I
do.
did.
You
Actually,
just
I'm
told
going
me
into the
to
warehouse.
ask me not to do that.
Honey, what did I say?
Put back.
Don't converse with it.
I'm going into the
Yes.
warehouse.
That.
What did I say about your prejudices?
You know it's a joke, honey.
Why would you marry a racist?
I'm talking
They've
about
been married for a
criminal.
while.
Criminal.
I'm talking
So
about
he
He
criminal
wasn't
stuff.
racist when they married.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke around in the warehouse and see if I can find anything with my family's crest on it. I doubt it would be. I doubt it would be in this warehouse, but I'm just
Probably
curious.
not in this
I
one.
just am gonna poke around because I'm curious. What did you say? Perception?
Yeah.
21.
I'm so
I
sorry.
tried to take his nat 20.
If not,
You want to
if
take a
not my
20?
family,
Punk.
then one of the rival families. If not my family, then I'm looking for one of the rival families.
No, there are some from the rival families. From the rival family.
I'm gonna kind of. It's it's dark in here. It's quiet, right? Pull out a little dagger. I'm gonna try to pop the lid on this crate. I want to see what's inside.
You pop the lid. This one is filled with.
Are we still in the tavern or?
Yeah.
Grindel has left and has entered an entirely separate random building from the warehouse.
I wonder what he's doing
There's
there.
another warehouse.
Another
Right
warehouse.
next to it. Most
Owned by the merchants.
Is this the right? I think this was the right door.
All right. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
There's actually a warehouse in that list.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't it on that one?
Yeah. Items in order.
Perfect. I use it for looting all the time. That one or items found on the Dead Adventurer. That one's a lot of fun. Do you want me to roll the D100 or are you going to?
I'll do.
Okay.
That's a flip.
4.
Alright.
These are bar stools.
So I pop open this crate and I'm like,
That's where we got our stock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
There are 5.
put that
bar
down
stools.
and I'm gonna kind of push,
We've
push
been
it
meaning to
back
put
down.
some back.
Alright. I'm gonna pop up to the next one, probably pop it open and be like, it's just more bar stuff.
This one has
Please have it be more bar stuff.
mining supplies.
Dang it! I wanted
Is there
more
a
bar
mine
stuff.
anywhere nearby?
No.
that you know of.
What was the direction we were supposed to head into?
I'm not there anymore.
You're still in the cabin.
I was told to leave, so I did.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Did you follow me in?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you've just been watching.
Please
it pop
don't
open.
make me go.
Well, I opened one crate and I'm like, close it. Open the other
You
one.
said you would do this, so go.
Help me.
Your wife.
What?
So we're gonna do some world
I love
building,
my wife
Patrick.
too.
What family is this?
What family is this? Well,
It's
What
the
merchant family is this?
Bedwards.
It's the Jacob.
Here.
It's the Elizabeths.
the Durnhams.
The Durnhams.
Hello.
What?
You wouldn't need mining.
This is the Aldrich family.
Aldred.
Eldridge.
I'm gonna have to write that down.
Yes, you are.
Skibbity.
World building.
Skibbity skibbity bop.
Let's get it up and done.
Mining supplies. Are they a big family, would you say?
Not nearly as like a bit prestigious as yours, but
So are they mid, low in the
Um,
merchant class?
probably mid.
So is it like pickaxes, like just mining supplies, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff?
What is your suspicion, Jacob?
Just confused as to where this is going, where it came from. Is there
Would there not be a manifest?
not here? It would be kept somewhere else.
Honey, where did they go?
Probably kept in the office. Do these warehouses? Do they
Mr.
sometimes have an
Reynolds.
office?
Oh.
Do these buildings sometimes have offices?
Thank you.
Like the warehouses where the
Um,
paperwork would be kept, or is that
yeah.
kept in a different building?
Not be kept in every building.
So I'm gonna close it. Well, I don't see Solo in here. And this is not helpful for me.
I walk.
I'm gonna start leaving. So basically, we run into each other almost as we're leaving.
What are you doing here?
Looking for Tolo. He's not where I thought he would be.
As you walk outside
That's
of
his
that
contact.
warehouse,
Mhm.
at the same time,
Tolo.
out of the other warehouse, Tolo steps out.
The one right next door.
Oh, good, you found it.
Yes.
That trust all went well.
Your friend is very odd.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose I should have warned you a bit more about it.
Anyway,
Anyway, what did you find out?
well, we have a location we need to go poke around at. How far across is the city, would you say? Those are meters or miles? We'd say that miles.
Miles.
Yeah, it's more than 500
Wow.
miles. Why?
No. Meters.
That's an enormous
So it's
city.
about 1.5 kilometers.
A
From top to
mile.
bottom.
Yeah.
Give or take. Little under.
It starts at 11.
Well, shall we?
Be off.
The building we need to check out.
Measuring.
No.
So it's just past noon, probably by this point.
Yeah.
We have time. I guess I'll go look around. As we're walking, I'd like to keep an eye out for a blacksmith shop.
Do I know of any blacksmith shops near?
I'm not asking for any. I'm just kind of looking around. Like, if I see smoke in the distance on our way,
Okay.
Where are you going? You're going to the south.
going towards the southward.
Okay. The trade district is where all 90%
Mhm.
of all stores are.
And that's where I would spend most of my time.
You would first pass Blailburn's Rest, which is the biggest tavern in the entire city. It's
Is-
bustling.
Okay, I just thought of something. Is it possible for us to get to the South Ward without directly going through the trade district, or do
You would
we
have to go all the way around the city.
I'm gonna put my hood up and my little face mask because I don't know.
I'll take out my helmet. Put it on.
Yeah. Yeah, so just looking for a blacksmith shop on our way there.
You had a
You passed
helmet
by.
on? No, I do.
Shop.
No, I have a helmet on.
Gotcha.
Checking, I have to check the spell. It's for a spell that I might be needing.
Walking through this.
Cool.
I'll have put my flail and shield back.
I just need to buy a dagger.
Just buying.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
That's all I need. Is a
Did you
dagger.
roleplay that, or did you just want to buy a dagger?
I'm gonna buy a dagger. That's it. And do you know what a rasp is?
No.
It's one of those things that's used to kind of it's like it's like sandpaper for metal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I need to
know
buy
what
that.
is.
Basically a cheese grater but for metal.
Like a file?
A rasp. They're files but sharper and take away more of the time.
Prettier.
So it's 2 gold for a dagger, and then I'm needing just a rasp if they have one.
They'll have one.
Cool. So how much would like you say that costs?
I don't know. I don't know how much.
A dagger costs
You'd be cheap.
a dagger costs 2 gold.
So like a rasp would cost like what, 5 silver.
All right. Cool. Let's put those in my bag, and I'll deal with that later.
And you're just walking through the city, walking through the trade district. It is definitely a lot more lively than the previous one.
I'm trying to
Even the-
avoid the
even the-
crowds if I can, and yeah, that's I'm attempting to avoid the crowds, stepping through alleyways.
I am following you.
and
Intent, like not even on purpose.
If we walk close enough to my family's estate or
Oh,
warehouses,
you'll are you leading them? Because you,
Yes.
Yeah, so you will just avoid that.
yeah, I'm
area.
going out of the way to avoid that by keeping bare minimum 1 block between us and them. But yeah, so I'll be,
And the trade district and South Ward are both a part of the Blowburn Coalition.
Yep.
As you are going through, like, because I'd say your family's estate is probably not on the main street that you're walking through. So it's pretty easy to follow that to avoid it.
I'm gonna pick a random building that looks like a decent size and make that my family's estate. It's the green area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the trade district. That's where. Right there. You think so? I was thinking one of those. So I'm gonna put a little.
As you're going through the main street,
I've labeled it. Here you go.
Okay. I don't need this. This is.
I know, but I've labeled it. I did put an E on it.
That makes sense.
It's a decent sized looking building.
But it's pretty easy to avoid.
Yeah.
You're going through the main street.
I want to keep, as I said, at least 1 block out.
As you're going through the main street, near the gate of the South Ward, there seems to be a small crowd. A decently sized crowd surrounding what looks to be a large, there's a carriage that's, or it's a horse-drawn cart. This big horse-drawn cart with a large sheet over it, and there's a small crowd surrounding it, which is kind of blocking the horse from moving. And there's this dwarf sitting at the rein, just move out of the way. But these people just keep crowding this cart and trying to look under the sheet. They're kind of blocking your path.
I'm going to. So this is like right in that square right outside the gate, right?
Oh, this is in the gate area.
I'm
Can I
gonna
roll intimidation?
sigh.
Intimidation?
Yeah.
What do you say? First, what do you say?
Move!
Yeah, pulling a.
Move!
Roll intimidation.
No.
What did you?
An 8.
I would be
Sigh.
like, no one heard
Put a
you.
phlegm in the back of your throat.
Oh.
I'd like to break line of sight with the party.
I'll go ahead and roll an
What are
intimidation
you trying
check.
to do?
I want to break line of sight with the party and get as close as I can to the wall.
Roll stealth.
I'll roll an intimidation check to see if I can do any better. Helping crime in 23.
You know, sometimes when it counts, sometimes when it doesn't. If you
15.
roll well.
15 on stealth.
You're intimidating. You're not gonna notice, but
You're,
you're trying to intimidate
Well,
at the same
this would
time,
be
so-
against
Well,
their
wasn't it?
passive unless they're keeping an eye
Yeah.
on me.
right passive. What's
Sure.
your passive perception?
I've been following him
Oh
all
wait,
the time.
So you'd make a perception check.
Me?
If you're keeping an eye on me, I'm trying to duck out of sight of the party.
what did you get, Joseph?
15.
No.
Basically gonna kind of disappear, like almost into the crowd, and then I'm just gonna use it to break line of sight and go close to the wall.
Well, no one.
So if I kind of gonna get to the wall, I look over my shoulder. If I don't see anyone immediately paying attention, I'm gonna scale the wall. I have spider climb.
Scuttle.
Well, no, I'm just gonna kind of. It's gonna look like normal climbing, but it's effortless.
So like Spider-Man?
No, it's like this.
It
but
looks like
doesn't look
normal
hard.
climbing, but it looks effortless. So she's gonna clamber up and over, hopefully before any guards see him. Get on the outside, and then I'm just gonna kind of wait
Yeah.
No guards.
on the other side of the gate. Is there a crowd on that side?
The crowd is covering this cart, which is basically blocking anyone from entering or leaving.
So I'm gonna kind of
I'm gonna try to get closer to the cart.
like push on someone at the back. What's in there?
One second.
So I'm like taking out my shield and kind of
Um,
pushing people away.
Can you roll?
Aaron,
Can you roll?
Yes, that's my name.
I know.
Athletics?
Athletics.
If he's just shoving his way through.
Well, sweet! 16! I get a
Yeah,
plus
you're
5.
pushing people out of the way, shoving them out of the way. You just can you roll persuasion?
Me?
No.
Oh. Nice.
19. I'm rolling real well tonight, apparently.
We're all trying to get a look at it, but supposedly there's a dragon scale in that cart.
I'm gonna kind of.
So I kind of get closer.
And you just shove. There's still a tarp over it, and it used to be like strapped down to the cart, but people have ripped the ropes off.
I'm gonna.
Can I try to roll intimidation again?
I mean, people are moving out of the way from a Yasa.
Okay. Can I try to
As you're
get people
walking.
away from the cart?
Yeah.
That is. It's not too good. How many people can I
That is,
this?
Is it 14?
11.
Okay, I didn't think so.
You're trying to get people away, but they keep pushing, trying to look under this tarp.
Leave the dead alone!
Alright. I'm gonna.
Use that to
Yeah.
try and
With
scare it
the
off.
previous roll,
Yeah.
people just start scattering, and the cart, the dwarf sitting there on the cart, just thank you.
You're welcome.
Why was I hold on?
That's not. So you cast off.
They,
Wanted to see the scale.
They do.
oh, you didn't hear the previous.
Oh, I didn't.
You don't know anything about that.
Because you held it.
He gets off, stop, of course.
We can see.
Lifts the tarp a little bit, filling up the entirety of the cart.
Is a single
Big
red
as the
dragon
cart.
scale.
Biggest the cart.
As big as the cart. Like filling up the
No, but how
entirety
big is the cart?
The cart itself could fit like 2 horses.
Oh my.
So it's basically about as big as the
Grab.
whole room.
Grab.
Fit more than 2.
It's about the size, like
more than 2
the scale itself is about the size of this table.
Gotcha. Grab.
Not comfortably.
No.
Then what does it feel like?
It feels
A scale.
warm.
Fair.
I mean, as if it's just emanating heat.
What type of scale?
Well,
Was
I
red.
assume red dragon.
Looks like a dragon
Dragons
scale to
haven't
me.
been seen in these parts for thousands of
Guys,
years.
come on. As I yell from the other side of the cart. Come on.
Red group.
We're never gonna see each other again, probably.
Might be. Depends on how long it stays.
Polo.
I'm doing my job. My job is to take this into town.
Yeah. Alright. Need any protection?
There's cross-legged bones.
Oh,
And the
Well,
was,
skeleton metal.
Playing a big dude
You
skeleton.
can meet me down
Yeah,
there,
I'll
protect his
send you
glory
the
his way across.
I'll just
Stay at Bloodwood's Rest. I get a discount.
I don't know.
I can just playing a dude skeleton. Trumpet skeleton.
Spooky, scary,
He plays
scary.
like one of those like slide flutes.
That's the instrument he plays.
That's a good meme. I like that meme.
What is it, Joseph?
I sent it.
Didn't send yet.
Anyway.
Okay.
There. So yeah, I called.
Yeah, the cart gets moving again and call them over.
So when he lifted it, was there still enough of a crowd that I couldn't see it, or did they get a
Oh
lot
no,
of
they
distance?
all the crowd moved. They left.
Okay.
because of this. But yeah, you got a decent look at it.
What took you guys so long?
Oh, we were looking at the dragon scale.
Yes, I got a good look at it.
Trying to get through the crowd.
Not that difficult.
Most nimble.
Well, this way.
You lead them.
We are looking for, and I'll give it. I'll draw a little sketch of what I think we're looking for.
Mhm.
This is going to be on the side of a building, right?
Yes. A building with that on it.
Hey.
Alright, let's keep an eye out.
How do you roll perception?
Perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Seventeen.
It's I'm a guide to myself.
Doing
17.
good even with roll.
Oh,
There we go.
that is rough, buddy.
Just getting that one.
I got a nat 2, so I got a total of 4.
Oh.
17.
Nice.
9.
Oh,
17.
So
Both of us.
you both, as you're both looking, you come upon this very small building. It's made at most maybe like a 30-foot square. But like plastered on the side, in like a little alleyway, is this symbol of this hand
with an eye in the middle of it.
Can I make a little story reason as to why I rolled a 2?
Ah.
So this is outside the city proper, right?
Yeah.
Like we're outside the wall now. There's a little tree with what remains of an old swing, and he's just kind of staring at it.
Yeah, try and
You good there, Mr. Edwards?
how we find
Yeah.
the
Good
sign.
there, Mr. Edwards.
Oh, there.
So
Looks sad.
as we're looking around, Yasa crosses her legs and trips, and as she's like starting the motion of falling, Tolo reaches out to try to like steady her, and then like she puts her palm against the wall, and then she feels or she looks over, to move her hand, and then they both
See the hand.
see the handprint.
Yeah.
He used
yeah.
oops.
He used it.
All you can see, keep in mind of Edward, is his eyes, because he's wearing his little
Yeah.
face mask right now. Yeah, I'm good. Find it?
You sure?
Yes.
Keep your mind. Keep your eye on the corner.
I'm gonna kind of. That's what we're looking for. I'm gonna go to the
Look.
door.
Shall we all high five this for good luck?
I have no idea if we're supposed to knock, but I'd rather not enter without.
It's very thin hand. But you not.
And then I said I would
You
rather
link
not
fingers.
enter without
Xylophone.
People come.
What?
Tab it.
said, I would rather not enter without being welcomed.
Kolo walks right in.
I said that, and then I realized what it was.
Man, imagine needing permission.
Yeah. I'm not
Silly
gonna do it.
Old
Edward.
habits die.
Silly Jacobs. Only vampires need that.
The person's home.
Kolo's inside.
You haven't gone inside yet.
Standing in front of the
The
door.
door's locked. There's
Damn
nice.
it, I don't have.
Is there a window?
Yes.
Is there no
It's
answer?
not a big window. It won't fit you.
Get stuck.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, Bob.
The door,
Claps.
the handle slowly turns and opens, and you see standing there, hunched over, is this short-ish man, who looks like the human equivalent of a weasel. He's
Same. That's Grindel.
We broke your. Sorry, Easa broke your window.
Mr. Ashram.
Yeah.
I come seeking information. I've been sent your direction.
Could you please make the window bigger next time?
No,
Maybe I should just remove the window.
I could not.
Oh, he is a weasel.
May I enter?
Yes.
Is he Tim?
May I enter as well?
I mean, the
If you
skeleton.
can get
Minecraft
She's going to like break.
Please don't.
Please don't. That. No.
Never mind.
Just.
Zombie noises.
Looking
Skeleton
through,
noises.
this is a very small
Room.
Human noises.
It effectively looks like a fortune teller's hut.
No, he's villager noises.
Yes.
I make villager noises.
This is it's a fortune teller's hut.
I'd like to point out, this is what we have so far. We have Minecraft Zombie, Minecraft Skeleton, Minecraft Villager, and Minecraft Pillager. Or Illager, that's what they're
Yeah.
called.
Why am I an illager?
He's Steve.
I'm Steve.
So far, I'm Steve.
Yeah. You're Steve. He's a villager. Let's be honest. He's the villager.
He's the Iron Golem.
He's the Iron
Yeah.
Golem.
You're a flesh golem.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes, you come in.
Flesh stacked together, Steve heads.
And
Cheeks are
he
sort
sits
of
down
too long.
across. There's no like crystal ball or anything. It just has like the aesthetic.
bees.
Oh, Christopher Robin. Christopher.
How can I help you?
And I'm gonna sit down in front of him. Because right, you sat down. Sit down in front of him. Right on the floor, I'm assuming. Pull out the
There's
jar.
a small chair.
Okay.
I will
Pull out the jar and put it on the table.
I will sit in the chair.
I need to know what type of creature the curse that is on this heart came from.
Preferably not the heart itself. That's human.
No.
Of course not.
How much would this cost?
It depends.
Put your hand up.
And he just starts like waving his hands around.
I have money. Hands him 8 copper.
That won't do.
Oh.
50.
50?
Is this for the... Did the price go up because of the window?
No.
Could
But that's-
we
that is
do
normal.
a letter of credit from
I don't accept IOUs.
the Royal Treasury?
No.
Can I roll persuasion?
What about from the
What do you take?
what about
You
from
can
the
roll a disadvantage.
what about
Fair
the
enough.
Edwards house?
Earning.
A favor from them.
10.
I don't accept IOUs.
What
About
do you
favors.
want?
Gold.
I don't need favors.
What do you?
Gold.
Besides
I don't live in luxury.
Besides that.
Everyone wants something besides
I want gold.
Besides that.
I don't care.
Could we talk you down from 50? Say
No.
5?
That is the base price.
What if we revolutionize the market and bring that base down to 5?
No.
What if we lower?
What if we deflate the economy and I give you 5 gold now?
You'll be rich then.
With inflation, it'll not be 5 gold. It'll be like 500.
I swear.
We'll all be rich.
And then you
Alright.
That's funny.
don't have to say that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm kind
You
of
did that
sitting,
in my-
looking at the drawer. They're
again.
talking.
Thank you. That was even better. 8 out of 10. Oh, I was 9.
That was
7.5.
Okay,
Very
sit
good.
down.
I'm gonna look around the house. Do I see anything of value?
There's a small chest
Money.
off behind him.
Yas is gonna
Would
wedge
you mind
herself
opening
from.
that for us?
Why?
I need some money.
You have money. Otherwise, you would just come here.
We have money.
I will ask one more time. I have 20 gold to my name. Will that suffice, or will you open that chest for us?
Roll persuasion.
Is this persuasion or intimidation? It's not going to make a difference,
It's
but
not intimidation.
Yas is
Can I do
gonna-
the help action?
I was gonna say Yas is gonna pull out her halberd, her glaive to add for help.
Double it.
15. So from a 13 to a 15.
She's gonna slam it into the table.
You roll intimidation.
Can I help?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I guess I'm going to this way.
9 intimidation. You said.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. 13.
I will not be intimidated.
I need a concept.
Yes, you will.
On save?
Yeah.
I got a 16.
Okay.
Joseph's doing something.
That is true.
What is the DC?
That's a natural one.
Okay. He stands up, walks over to the chest, and opens it.
What did you
I
cast?
use Blood Puppet.
Oh!
I channel divinity.
Oh!
As I look up, my eyes bright red as he stands up, shambles over, opens the chest, and then
Oh,
just
great
kind of-
heavens!
You're not?
Thank you.
Grendel.
I stand up and walk over to the chest.
You're not- only Martin
You,
can
like
say
look
that.
down in the small chest. It is
Mhm.
filled with is filled with makeup supplies.
No, I have those. Come on.
Did you really need to do that?
Would you like me to do it again? There will 20 gold supplies.
Don't do it again.
No.
You roll intimidation.
I
With advantage.
I was trying to intimidate him. That's
I rolled 19 on the dice, so
Oh, never mind.
19.
Yes, 20 supplies.
Thank you.
I'm glad we know
I will sit
negotiating.
down and I will put down 20 gold, emptying out my coin purse.
Just
What did you need again?
I need to know what type of creature the curse came from that is on this art.
And he like his
We
eyes.
know it is of aberration origin.
His eyes roll back into his head, and
Well, if we figure out what
he
creature.
starts moving his hands around this
Cast
the jar.
Just starts to sniff and lick it, getting a little too into it.
His hands start like glowing a little bit.
This came from a mind flayer.
A mind flayer?
A mind flayer.
Or shall.
It flays minds.
I get that. What is that?
I don't know.
That's just what it told
Do
me.
you know what an octopus is?
Do
Or
you know what a
squid?
mind flayer is?
I do, actually.
He got it.
Oh.
Jacob do.
7.
He do.
Do you know what an octopus or squid is?
Yes, I've eaten one.
Cool.
It
You
wasn't
know what a squid
appetizing.
looks like? There's the weird head, the little beak, and the tentacles.
Yes.
Imagine putting that on a human body.
I don't want to.
That's what it looks like. It has a squid for a head and face. And the rest of the body is purple gray.
I don't want to.
That sounds like the abomination of God.
That is
Thank you. It's good doing business.
That's not what I would describe a mind flayer as.
What would you describe them as?
So,
A flayer of
Outside
mine.
of the house, we are done with this man.
imagine a lobster with a crossbow. Now imagine that. On the head of a rhino.
Shut up!
So I'd
And I'm
like
going
to
to
point
leave.
out, he got 20 coins. He got 17 gold and 3 silver. Because I didn't have 20 gold pieces anymore. I bought a dagger.
And 8 copper.
Oh yes, 8 copper as well.
Um,
Who determined?
Ayasa's going to pull out a business card for whenever you want to change your life setting.
Okay.
Rip.
I highly advise you pick up the offer.
Consider. I highly advise you consider.
You spent your
She's going to give a businesswoman smile,
Money well earned and money well spent.
turn around,
good spin.
close the door.
Jump out the window.
So as all of you leave, you three realize something.
Not me. Not me.
During the moment, you didn't really catch it, but when he was casting that spell to determine what happened and such,
Sure.
and Mind Flayer came to his mind, he pulled that out of his ass.
Better run back and check the door open.
Do I not realize this?
No, your passive insight is not high enough.
My passive insight is 11.
I had 16.
I rolled a 12.
Ah.
I was checking.
Oh,
all your
come on.
passive
I
insight.
almost got it!
Yeah. Please leave.
We'd like to know what the hell is going on with his heart.
I don't know.
We paid good money. No, you should know. We paid good money for
Yes,
you to know.
a Mind Flayer.
No. No, that's not
Yeah.
true.
Can I finally
Yes,
roll insight
yes,
now?
yes,
Patrick,
yes.
can I roll insight now?
I'm gonna
No. I believe him.
I'm gonna make sure.
I believe him.
It's a Mind Flayer. You don't know what that is. You're not even sure. You're
I'm
not
just-
sure.
I,
It's a Mind
I would
Flayer.
Seems
like to
like a
make
mind
sure
flayer. He
everyone
seems
is
pretty
inside, and then I'm going to shut the door.
Are you going to kill me?
No. I'm not.
Maybe.
I would either like my money back, and for you to forget this ever happened, or I'd like actual answers. And you can keep the coin.
I have actual answers.
I'm gonna cast.
Pretty sure he's
I'm gonna cast minor illusion in conjunction with an intimidation roll here in a second. But I'm going to say, basically, we want you to cooperate, and I'm going to cast minor illusion,
He just
and
threw
this
a lobster with a
phantasmal skull
shotgun.
like stretches like it looks like there's a skeleton peering over my
Oh,
shoulder.
that's creepy.
Yeah, roll intimidation.
Oh my
advantage.
god.
Oh
Advantage?
my.
18.
Still decent.
Yeah. Or, unspeakable horrors will fall upon this house and all who live in it.
I'm gonna split the table in half.
And also all the
Is he
furniture.
not telling the truth?
No.
No, we're brigands in search of. Yeah, no, he's not telling the truth. God,
No. He's a liar. Liars.
he's a con
He's
man.
a weasel.
And snitches get ditches.
And stitches.
What?
Yeah. Oh, and don't worry. We'll raid your house if that's what it takes.
I
But
just need answers.
the phantasmal skull actually smiles.
It's
It's
the
the
skull.
bone structure stretches into a smile.
So you see papyrus?
Yes.
Do you have answers, or do you know someone who can actually give me answers?
About this?
Yes.
Ashrin?
It's not you?
No.
Who is it?
Oh, Ashrin's not here.
That was
Where?
not my question. I said, who is he?
How do you spell that?
Ashryn.
Or Ethan, because why not?
Ashrin is a warlock who used to live here.
Hmm.
Doesn't anymore. They live in
taking a while to
They
say
moved
something.
out, okay? I bought the place from them. I don't know where they went.
Inside.
How long ago did you buy this place?
18.
He didn't buy this place. He stole it.
Oh, okay. Oh. You don't own this.
What?
Sorry, what was your name, first and last?
I'm Boldahr.
Last.
I don't have it.
Oh, he doesn't have a family name.
Then he
No.
won't be missed.
Oh, we just called
Did
him.
you know you can't own
We-
property without a family name? Isn't that weird?
We should.
Correct.
We should.
I'm going to, if you don't mind, raise the blade.
I'll raise it.
I'm going to sit down in front of where the busted table is, right beneath, like right in front of you, where you can very easily swing over me. So,
I'm going to lower it with a resounding.
here is the deal, okay?
Yes.
And I'm going to give a very, very specific smile because their backs, they can't see me. Yeah. Need information.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make my eyes just go black. 'Cause that's something you can do with it.
Oh, yeah.
Need information.
Uh,
Where are they?
um.
If you do not know, we're going to take my money. You are going to never speak of this again, or else that tongue is going to be dinner for a dog.
Golden Hole. They went.
Thank
They
you.
went to Golden Hole.
Is that I'm going to roll that insight check, but I believe he's too scared to be lying.
I'm taking this too.
16.
Takes the chest of makeup.
But okay. All
Roll a
right.
16.
Can I see the map?
He's too scared to lie right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Golden Hall. Thank you. Where is that? Do I know where that
It's
is?
a district.
I now have 2 disguise kits.
Where do you? One of them probably has a lot more like the non-portable things in it.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Southward, right?
Oh,
That way.
it's already right back to the house.
That is an hour trip. It's across the. It's across from like Wit.
Well, that's another kilometer.
Yeah.
It's not very far. It's not like an hour.
It's like half a mile, right? A mile is 2.2 kilometers, or am I thinking of something else? It's like 1.5.
1 mile is like 1.7 kilometers.
Okay, so 1 kilometer is going to take like 5 minutes if you have a 10-minute mile. Just if you have a 10-minute
walking.
mile, yeah. So
Yeah, no.
half-hour mile max. Regardless,
If we're going slow.
Or people.
You're welcome.
Bye!
Miss
I should tell
Kanda,
Grindel about this place.
I apologize for your
Please, man.
broken table. I will leave 1 silver piece. This is to replace the table and the window. And I'll leave a second silver piece.
2 silver pieces.
This is for the table. This is for the window. And I will leave him 3, or we'll call it 2 gold. This is to never speak of this.
Yes.
I will leave.
Well, if you're not gonna have, I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna take a table. Just
That's mine.
My
wrap it up.
Hey, if you need someone to fix that, here's my card. I can do it. Take the card. Thank you.
We will leave this poor man in his puddle of piss.
Poor man. Pitiable man.
Pathetic
I
man.
will gently close the door.
No, worked out could actually do something.
I really don't like it when people don't
He
cooperate.
did prestidigitation.
Oh.
Oh, I do. It's a lot more fun to make them cooperate.
Sometimes that is the only way to make people redeemable.
All right.
I also just going to say vaguely threatening things for the entire campaign.
Please, yes.
There are actually some very interesting similarities between Aussie
I know.
and our friend right here.
They talk very
Aussie and Ayasa.
Hey,
Hey,
you
yep,
also have this character, Aussie. Aussie.
A asa. Haha, got it.
Anyway,
Yes.
we have a location.
And you
Mr.
walk
Gibbs.
right
I'll
past
hit it.
your house.
Yeah. So, can we... Let's go for a walk outside the city to the Mist Gate first. Because I'd rather enter through the Mist Gate than back through the one we just came to. If that's alright with everyone else. Well, it's a good walk.
Captain,
through
where
countryside.
is the
And
where was
personally,
the
I'm
battle?
actually getting a little
where
hungry.
did the battle take?
It's not on the map.
I know. It's not
It's
mad.
damned.
Where would it be on this?
Look, the damned. The tomb with the damned.
I'm actually getting a
Oh.
little hungry too.
Yep,
Would it
makes
be
Oh yes, I'm quite famished.
possible to,
Yes.
if
me
nothing
feed
else,
too.
We could have
rest for a moment? I have been walking a lot.
starts eating the leg.
Through the claw.
Fiber.
You too?
Start slowly carving it into a chessboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not pieces, the full board.
This is this will fetch a price somewhere. I don't know what price. I don't know where, but it'll fetch one.
Probably less
May I sit for a moment and rest my weary
a
limbs?
really big dog.
Sure. You want a table leg to sit on?
Oh,
We'll hold your
God.
arms out, fully expecting you to just crawl into the.
He's turned away and is starting walking towards the tree with the half a swing on it.
He looks so sad.
you seem interested in this place.
It's his.
I'm gonna
Whatever.
sit down and I'm leaning against the tree.
All right. Well, you look less sad now.
Insight.
Go for it.
Polo just kind of
17.
leans up against a wall that isn't there.
This is probably a
Familiar place.
familiar face, a familiar expression of nostalgia, of days gone past.
Wistfulness.
Yes.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, you're just gonna lean up against.
Just gonna lean back, kind of look up at the probably only a couple pieces of rope left, kind of thing. I'd like to take a short rest because we've been walking a lot. I want my channel divinity back.
Would you all like to take a short rest?
Yeah.
It won't actually make any difference for anyone but me.
No. I mean,
What do you get?
I get my channel divinity back.
Oh, wait,
Short
you
rest,
used it. I
yeah.
forgot about that.
I get it back on
Talking to the prince.
What about divine sense?
That doesn't
Belgian
come
long
back.
rest.
That's a spell,
But-
right?
It's an ability, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get my spells back, but I get my channel divinity back, and I want my blood
yeah.
divinity back.
No, you can automatically do a short rest. Nice.
Wee wee.
Okay.
Yes, we're still on.
So Ayasa, she
Yeah, he
whenever
just kind of sits down and almost takes a small nap under the tree.
I was just looking at
Oh.
her health. I'm like, that's very.
4 hours
Yeah.
nap.
But then paladin.
It's just a small 4-hour nap.
Ayasa, whenever we go on a short rest, she just like
Ozzy sleeps.
no, it's like someone cuts a puppet strings. She just crumples.
To the ground.
Oh no.
Her elbow falls out.
I got no strings on.
You hear what sounds like a bone snapping, but it's just her jaw clacking
If he
shut.
falls to a pile on the ground, it just sounds like silence.
That's I actually have an ability.
Yeah, you do.
Bone pile.
Yep, bone pile. Yep.
That's great.
When you reduce to 0 hit points but not kill outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead. If you do, you reduce yourself to a pile of bones, render yourself prone, and are considered to be under a similar effect to Feign Death spell.
Ha! That's great.
Literally, like when you jump on the no, when you jump like on the undead like Koopas in Mario, they just
It's Annie's coming.
and then
You just pull full on.
yeah.
Between the two of you, we have a bionicle and you. And you. So yeah.
I'd say you're gonna wake up first.
I mean, I'm just taking a small, like, half-hour
I'm not even sleeping.
cat nap.
Same. I'm literally I can't.
It's a short rest. It's like an hour most.
Bet.
Yeah, I climb up.
I'd say you
Oh,
become conscious
first.
Yeah.
Wherever we.
whenever you like, open your eyes, the rest of them are like not quite aware of everything.
And I just
They're
kinda
getting
sit
there.
Well,
I mean, there is someone leaning up
I mean-
against the tree next to you, with you.
Not Tolo. Tolo's leaning up against a wall, but that wall
As
isn't.
far as you're aware, Dolo is like resting, but you can't tell.
Tolo doesn't need to.
There is a tall elven woman with flowing, short-ish, like shoulder-length black hair, and she's wearing a dark black and red, effectively like long coat.
like right in front of Patrick.
You weren't blocking Patrick, but you were in the frame.
Yeah, so there's a kid.
I look down and I just see head.
Well, two heads.
Yeah.
Well, no, he was fully.
Oh.
There's fur on the collar. She's wearing a bodice underneath it. Hello, Jacob.
Do I recognize this woman? I'm gonna kind of
we awake?
immediately
Oh, yeah.
go for
Okay.
my.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I just wanted to talk.
Okay.
Is this a dream or is this?
Oh, this is.
We're not
this is
sure
before
yet.
You're
Awake.
conscious.
I don't sleep.
Just are you staring
Puppets
at
on
him?
the ground.
Yes, like it's.
She's like right
It's
on
just-
the other side of the tree from him.
So it's like when two people secretly meet in
Mhm.
movies and they sit in booths back to back.
Except for she's like more on a certain angle.
I also don't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't just.
You hear.
I do.
I just have to
Are you
rest
staring at Jacob?
for a long rest.
You hear simultaneous.
I would be standing like where I could see everybody, ideally. Just like
But that makes sense. What do you want?
Say hi. It's been a long time since we met.
You want spill the beans?
No.
Please.
Please.
All right. It's me, Elena.
Hi, Alina.
Just
Oh, sorry. This is the good part, isn't it?
Hello.
ignore we. We're not. We aren't here. They're just now like. We don't disappear. There's just like weird
There's-
houseplants in front of us.
Yeah, there's a bush and
You're gonna
We're
tell
still
me
totally
why I
visible,
know
but-
that name.
there's a
Or do I know
bush
that
hiding a yasa, and then there's
Or
a
sounds very vaguely
pile
familiar.
leaves with a skull.
Okay. What would you like, Alina? Do you want something of me?
Not yet. In time.
Okay.
I'm sure your father will want to see you at some point.
I don't care about him.
I know.
He can go die in a hole again.
Right, that's why I'm here. To help you with that.
I brace, waiting for a knife. Hearing that, the first part of that.
Yeah, to help you with that. I also want him to live in a hole.
Why?
To settle a debt.
Okay.
He's the debtor.
So he owes
His
someone.
life. Or unlife.
He does, but I think we're talking about different people.
No. No. I'm talking about Edward.
No, I'm talking about him probably owes
Edward.
his soul to different people.
I'm not his soul. I
You just want his body.
don't need his soul. I don't need his body. I want his soul.
And currently it's walking around.
I'm gonna stand up.
Yes.
I'm gonna stand up.
I'm a normalized
I'm
man.
gonna turn around towards her. I'm gonna give her a good look over. Does she look have any familiar signs of anything I'm quite intimate with?
When was the last time you were with your father?
Like together?
Or saw him?
Like 300 years
I've-
ago.
I've probably seen him around town because I'm keeping an eye on
She
him.
looks like she could be his sister. Vampirism and all.
I'm gonna kind of. I'm not probably. She notices, but I am gonna start to reach for a little something under the cloak.
Oh, please. I just wanted to talk.
Why? What do you want?
I just told you.
You want him dead again?
Yes.
What did he do to you? That.
He took away her ice cream. Didn't give it back. It's the 13th century. Of course I know what ice cream is. No, it's not. It's actually the 4th.
Just because I'm working with 2 other abominations doesn't mean I have to work with a 3rd.
Very well.
Nine. She turns to a swarm of bats and flies away.
I'm gonna
So can you do that?
I'm gonna release the wooden stake from under the cloak.
You're awake.
No, I'm not.
It's like
I'm a
5
heavy
minutes
sleeper.
This is like 5 minutes before he wakes up.
I'm gonna tap him in the side
Anything
with my
I'm saying?
foot.
Even not today.
I need to start moving.
A yasa.
Yeah, so just goes.
Jacob has woken you up.
Yeah, I tapped you in the side with my foot. Like, all right,
That was
time to
that
get
was a
up.
rough tap.
It's a rough tap.
You kind of kicked the.
5 more minutes.
I'm going to start walking.
Fine.
I'll just drag him by his foot while he wakes up.
Let me up. Ready? My stuff's back there.
What?
Shake him and shake my leg.
Yeah, I'll let
Ugh.
So once everyone's up, I'm going to turn to you 2.
Hello, I am a yasa.
I'm going to gently
Hey, Ollie.
loop my arm
Hi,
in
hi,
yours, you know, as if I'm walking you down the aisle. I'm going to grab you by the forearm,
Alright, where
walk
are
you
we
to the
going?
other side of the tree. Greg will be right back. Wake yourself up. Go splash some water in your face.
We're right here then.
Ooh, are we going to the water plane?
Not yet.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna lower my voice, but I'm not going to actually whisper. Neither of you will speak of that to anyone. Got it?
What, the vampire lady?
I'm going to like put my forearm where I think your mouth would be, trying to shove it in your mouth.
I take it you mean the vampire lady.
Right.
So the not vampire, the not
The person you were talking to.
Yes.
the female acquaintance of yours that may or may not be blood related.
What kind of blood?
I could take you apart quite easily. Those stitches are not the best.
Message received.
We're here on a tight schedule.
I've kept your secret for now.
What secret?
What secret? We're hunting weapons.
Would you like me to reveal it?
No.
No.
The fact that he's undead?
Or what type?
They don't even know that.
Can I make like an auditory
And
perception
you
check?
are an abomination to God.
Well, you notice every time you would
Ironic.
notice by now that every time I speak, nothing about like the fabric covering my face moves at all.
Yeah.
It's like,
It shifts a little with the jaw.
It goes up and down.
Or
Hello.
your face doesn't move.
But my face does not move. I don't need to open my jaw to talk.
It's true.
and do you want to know the secret?
But you,
Those three,
Yeah.
Jacob, Tolo, and Ayasa are all undead.
I'm a
And I'm a normal man.
He's a skeleton, and he's basically a Frankenstein zombie.
Yeah.
I'm
And
great.
he's
And he's
Bam.
a guy.
I'm God.
We have vampire,
We each have our
skeletons.
Maybe we just need that like break like
Man.
warlock.
Man.
I do not have any secrets.
Well, yours might not be a secret, but people will not take kindly to knowing that there is a walking corpse protecting them.
Not a corpse.
This arm is a different skin tone than the rest of your body.
Don't be so judgmental.
This part of your face, I can see the skin graft on the back of your head where your
You
scalp
have
used to
fingers
be.
from 5 different people.
Don't you?
All my fingers are mine.
I
He
think.
holds up glove. Let me rephrase that. All of my fingers are mine.
It's
I don't know about
great.
Mine are mine.
They're taking forever.
So,
You're
I'm
not
leaving
mine.
without them.
okay.
I'm start walking.
Alright,
If
alright.
you need help, though, let us know.
I
You may
walk
not-
around the.
Greg
side of the tree.
started walking away.
I don't even look back.
Greg!
It's
Right.
great.
I'm going to be walking my full speed.
Great.
Not running.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not running.
Not running, but I'm walking my full speed.
Formal speed walking.
Which means I'm going 35
Waltzing,
feet around.
you mean?
Oh.
I'm
Could
speed
I-
walking past all
Hey,
of them very
Can I
slowly.
make a history
waltzing?
check on, not Blood Sister, Elena? Alina.
Yeah, sure.
If for nothing else, then the lore.
Can I roll a history check on that name?
What?
Is it just a normal check?
What?
Do I
What are
have
you rolling
advantage because
History.
Oh.
14 for me. You know what? Let's use a thing that I'm eager to use to.
Are you gonna give yourself guidance?
dead 23.
23. That's your aunt, but she looks your age.
I mean, my dad looks my age.
Alina Edwards?
No, she looks younger than you. Then.
Like,
Well, I'll take it back. My dad looks closer to 40. I look 20.
Anton, your dad? Or
She
your
looks
mom?
your age.
So, Alina Edwards.
19 total for me, actually,
Oh,
because
it would
of
be with an E. I did spell it
fancy
wrong.
stuff. So,
I didn't write it down, actually. Did I?
You're no. You have only been conscious for 9 years,
yeah.
so there's less information that you can get. But that is, it's like it's Edward plus Alina. The Edwards, you know the things about them being a high prestigious family in the coalition. Alina Edwards, there's a lot less information that you can gather, but she was a part of the coalition before Edwards was. Though you're sure you know that's her, but she should be dead.
Hmm.
She's been dead for over 20 years. Supposedly.
Well, she's been dead for 20 years.
I actually. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna whisper in Jacob's ear. Your family has remarkable genetics. Especially.
I once.
Do you know their makeup routine?
Yes. I'll teach you afterwards. I'm going to say that in underthought. Just
Still leans in.
Yeah.
You don't know that I don't know undercut.
I don't, but I know that.
And I just
don't.
nod.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
I hear vague from under the towels.
Uh-huh.
Literally just hotel bathroom towels.
You heat them up and you steam them and
They're free, right?
yeah.
Are you done kissing?
You pack
small
your
cells.
ribs full of furry
Can we
soap.
please get on with this?
You
we
use
have
it
a-
as grease so you don't squeak anymore.
We have a job to do.
We're closing distance.
See that?
You're going around the city. We're not going through. I'm not going to answer. I'm just going to continue walking along the outside of the city towards the southern gate.
Want to see a cool
Boldahr's
trick?
Rise.
Takes my arm and just like rotates my entire forearm. Just
Yeah.
I just watched that happen.
Just
I realized something. This is pretty obvious, but my blood puppet does not work on.
he has no blood.
I'm triple jointed.
I don't know if it would work
I
on
have all the
Ayasa.
joints.
It might. It
So
depends
now
on if
that's
Ayasa has blood,
I have all
but
the joints.
you don't work. It doesn't work on you. But you know what does work on you?
I don't know.
Dominator.
Finger of death.
Oh,
You
Our
that,
word
you know that
moist.
thing that Timo tried.
Does it work
did
on
too
it?
long.
It's how he became.
be kind of ironic.
Connor,
Say that, and then it doesn't work.
Connor, you
I'm
know,
undead
you know
for
that
all
thing that
spells-
Timo did
for
for
all
a bit
spells
too
my
long.
blood.
Cure wounds doesn't work
The
on
finger
you.
of
No,
death.
don't. It do
I
not.
think
You're
it,
screwed.
I think it does for sake of simplicity, because he is a party ally. But
You
If I
reach-
kill you, you come back as a zombie next turn.
Oh
It
yeah.
does affect. It does affect.
He
undead.
gains flesh after dying.
Yeah, I kill you, and then you sprout rotten flesh.
For all spells and abilities, I count as undead.
Let's see if cure wounds work.
Anyway,
I need to
anyway.
see if I can heal this boy.
Just cast it negatively.
That costs more or something?
It's
Oh,
hard.
no, you can't do that in D&D.
You reach the district
Oh,
of the
no,
Golden
can't do that
Hall. It is the second
Can do
most
that one.
expensive looking place district. The first would just be the castle itself. But this is where the rich people live.
Can do that one.
And it would be not too much of an exaggeration to say the streets are lined with gold. But yes, you have reached this district of the Golden Hall.
That works.
So we look out of place.
Yes, none of you should be here.
No.
In fact, there are like nobles and the higher ups that are just like walking around.
As we step, before we step around the corner to see this building, I want to kind of peer around and then be like, get a good look.
No.
I can raid that house.
Disguise self.
We
Regular noble.
watch you do that.
You can see me do it
Now,
this time.
passing through the Gold Hall, you pass by this massive cathedral.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Terry. Jerry?
Because
Larry.
the Golden
My name's
Hall
Tim.
is where the church of St. Winterdahl resides. This massive cathedral with these golden arches and this massive symbol
Golden arches, you say.
placed
Now
in the
those.
center of the middle.
You are describing McDonald's.
McNaldo. You are literally describing McDonald's.
Congratulations, everybody. We've come full circle.
No, half
home
circle.
sweet home.
Where I belong.
I'm loving it. You're even dressed in the right colors, man.
Did you guys
With the snowflake symbol.
Did you guys know that our official tune is ba da ba ba ba?
Mistake.
Saint Winterdalls. There we go.
I hate both of you.
What are you talking about?
You literally.
Wally.
Would you like to know what spells can bring you back from the dead?
Reincarnate.
No. It
Resurrection.
doesn't work on undead.
Revivify.
Revivify and True Resurrection are the only spells that do not specifically specify that they don't work on undead.
What about
Make you normal.
Oh, really? Why seems to be the most
Not
excessive.
reincarnate.
Resurrection?
Yeah.
Resurrections cannot bring life back to an undead creature.
But true resurrection.
True resurrection can.
Oh, man.
So
0 healing spells
That's
work
funny,
on you.
Koresh.
But arm spell here.
Yeah, we.
Standing outside of the cathedral is this about like 8 foot tall, just suit of armor, effectively.
The only reason resurrection doesn't work, or
This
reincarnate
gold,
doesn't work, is because
gold
he's been
and
dead longer than 10 days.
shiny silver suit of armor. These 3, effectively,
Skeleton. Animate dead would work, or create undead.
they're like metal feathers.
So imagine.
Like plumes or just like individual feathers?
Plumes.
Okay.
These 3 metal plumes coming off, and it's holding this massive warhammer.
So I should imagine a crucible knight
Yes. Imagine a crucible knight.
with a hammer.
This is what is known as the Chosen, which is the most prestigious guard position in the church.
What are we here for?
But like through the helmet, you can't even see a face. But just looks down as you pass by, because you don't know where you're going. You just went to the Golden Hall.
Yeah.
Big man, nice to see you again.
Would you say me?
You just
Don't get too good of a look.
See you later.
a
You did pick
Yasa,
up that I disguised myself as like just a regular noble.
a Yasa visibly vibrates in excitement. You looked at me for longer than 10 seconds.
I have a chance.
why is Ayasa so horny?
She's not.
You keep making her blush all the
I
time.
didn't say that. Not this time.
Vibrating is worse.
We're in
You
the
said
Golden
she was
Hall
physically-
district.
Mhm. So if we are approached by one of the guards, I'm going to just talk.
Kill him.
You're not. You're allowed to be there. It's just you're out of place.
They can deal with it.
Looking for Ashram.
Can I minor illusion him to make him look less dead?
I don't look dead. I just look pale. I don't actually.
Can I
look
minor
dead.
illusion and make him look
Hurl
less
is your
dead?
hand.
Yes.
I would like to point out also, you can still only see this part of my face. I'm wearing
That part of you
mask.
looks less dead. There's a little more blood in your face now.
Cool.
Color.
I'm gonna look around for the hand with the eye in it.
Roll perception.
Oh, sweet.
Can we?
Could
No.
I roll with advantage?
Because you live here. Yes.
19.
Cool. Oof.
We're not looking at my childhood swing set this time.
14 for me.
10.
Okay.
Damn.
So,
You having fun?
Are you having fun?
This is
Are you?
this is when Weston was just like bah.
Hey, James.
This is him on lemonade. Really
Lemonade.
not good with sugar.
It's literally what was happening.
is it investigation or perception?
Hey, get rattled.
Investigate.
Card of inspiration.
I'd love some Bardic Inspiration.
14.
What'd you get?
23 this time.
Connor.
14.
He gave me a bardic
I-
inspiration.
Are we? Do I roll again?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
But I
I
used
said I got a 10.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay. You 3 notice the symbol on the side of the cathedral.
McDonald's
Just right there.
on the side of
No,
McDonald's.
no, it's like the small.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
It's like the
just.
little Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
on the cathedrals in Assassin's Creed like 2.
Or like the thieves guild from
Yeah.
Skyrim.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna walk over, I'm gonna put my hidden blade in the thing.
And
I'm gonna
I'm gonna look up. Of course, it's the church.
go
You
over.
take one step. You die.
you have to go into college
I'm
winter
gonna
home.
go to the main guard.
Big man.
Brother in Winterdahl, What's that doing here?
Because it's like in the alleyway.
He gets wings. He gains wings all of a sudden, flies towards you. No,
He just starts hovering.
no, like
poisons.
Crucible Knights. He starts flying towards you with his giant hammer.
Let's pray to our in Jesus.
It's a 9.
Give Wally some luck, please.
Arthritis would be deadly. Oh, that's great.
Chance is not
Big
a
He
Sad.
looks at it,
Cause me the weep.
walks back over to his post, and just
Oh
stands
no!
What?
Ringe.
I'm going inside the cathedral.
I'm following.
You walk in.
Thanos.
You take one step and have a heart attack. And die.
Die again.
Turn into dust, but reform outside because I'm only half
But suddenly, the
vampire.
animator died of a heart attack.
Only half of you turns to dust.
It's my inside that turned to dust, not my outside.
Oh!
Oh, right, you're just walking.
You just become a pile of flesh.
I just no. Presumably, I am actually unaffected by walking into hallowed ground. It may just feel really uncomfortable.
It's really uncomfortable.
Polo walks in.
I get a bad
Bill.
You normally
All the fire.
you normally feel what it's like here, and then you step outside.
Yeah. I just feel very warm and yucky on the inside.
Don't.
You just turn into
I'm a
bowling
man.
pins.
I'm a guy. I feel fine.
A giant altar.
With,
With, it's basically this is the Vatican, effectively.
Is it the Vatican or is it the
The White House.
the Sistine Chapel?
This is the chapel.
Okay.
The White House.
The painted ceiling. You
Yes.
have to see it. Is the Vatican in the same Sistine Chapel? No, they're different.
I mean, they both have painted ceilings.
Total minor illusions himself up on there.
Oh.
Little specially placed banana leaf.
Smaller than I thought.
No, it's just a skeleton.
It's not
with a
about
banana
how.
leaf.
It's not about.
He's like touching
It has
your doll's
I'm
finger.
sure it has a wonderful personality.
Anyway,
Good art.
yeah, you walk in, look above the door. Hey, I know them.
Familiar.
Oh,
It's
I'm
just
not-
a skeleton.
Is there a priest in here?
family photo.
Okay, I'm gonna
Hello.
take my hood off. My eyes are now bloodshot. Walking in here, I look like I haven't slept in 3 or 4 days.
You haven't.
It's this dwarven priest just.
I'm still wearing openly the
Sorry.
symbol of another god.
Well,
I am openly wearing a symbol of another god, which I'm sure we will not be happy to see in a moment. But
Oh, it's you again.
I give a bow. Greetings, Father.
Welcome.
We were looking for someone by the name of Eshwin. Do they abide here?
Hello, Father.
Ayasa.
We are looking for Ashwin.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
We're looking for.
I do not have any children.
Yeah, I
Blood
know.
related.
I was referring to you as your religious position.
Hi, Daddy.
I distinctly said Dad.
Sorry, Daddy, I've been bad.
is forgive me, Father.
Hi,
I've
Papa.
sinned.
Hey, Pop.
I've been really naughty.
No. It's forgive me, Father.
We're looking for, whatever. it is.
Oh,
Ashram.
Do you know that name?
no.
Yes.
It's me. Well, of course I know him. He's me.
Can you speak to them?
If you would like to.
They're
Well,
dead.
yes. Are they still with us?
Yes. In a sense.
Hmm?
Are they dead?
No.
Are they
Please
dead?
come with me.
Are they un?
Not in
Please
this.
come with me.
You wouldn't believe
the
how often that has
priest
to come up.
leads you, like,
Catacombs, catacombs,
Catacombs.
catacombs. Yes!
Harish, don't be surprised.
Catacombs. Purse.
you walk down.
Yeah, no, this is what he sounds like.
Are
when
we
he's
in a
on-
dungeon?
No,
Okay.
Every time you bone piles, you have
he
to
leads
just
you
do
through
that.
the hallways and stops
Oh.
at a very
Extravagant looking door.
Slaughter.
Catacombs, catacombs.
Stop. He opens it.
And gestures inside.
Hey, Boldahr the First, looking great, man.
Please don't embarrass me here.
I'm gonna look around.
You look through.
I'm
It's
really
very dark.
self-conscious
There
about
are
it.
some
Spartacus
torches lit.
great.
But it's still very dark near the center
I'm
of it.
gonna step in. I'm.
Like as you step in, a couple more torches just like light up by themselves, and sitting cross-legged in the center of this,
Which
it's a very similar sized room to
is
the.
my uncle.
It's
Um,
your dad.
Is a warforge.
Oh.
It's wearing these very simple robes.
that would be why
It's
it is
metal.
not necessarily alive. Question
It's
mark?
metal.
Not
metal
dead.
is golden, with these glowing yellow eyes that appear to just not notice that you've entered the room. It's just
Have any of us seen a Warforged before?
No.
Cool.
you may or may not have heard of them. You have,
I've seen a Warforged.
and you have.
I've
fought
worked.
with one before.
Thought. Okay. Yep. Makes sense.
That
Fought
statue,
alongside or fought against?
Yes.
that statue looks pretty valuable.
I have no statue.
Oh wow!
Oh God! 3 steps back.
What the Jesus Christ was that?
Who's that?
What in the orange Jesus was that?
What the devil?
Ashrin? I'm gonna look at dwarf with a raised eyebrow.
This is Ashrin Kath.
He's more metal than I would have thought.
Than I expected.
Hmm. Yes.
Warforged.
I'm gonna, kind of sit cross-legged in front of the Warforged. I have a question.
I know.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you.
I've been expecting you.
I'm gonna start to take out the heart.
You
Not for you.
did. You did hear.
For eating.
You did.
No.
It's just
Wasn't going to eat it. I was only going to taste it.
Taste one bite. No.
Just a little taste.
just one.
just one chamber.
You and Jonesy bite.
Oh. Oh. Yummy. Anyway, I need to know what this curse comes from, or where, I guess, it comes.
The eyes like
Start glowing a little brighter. Why have you come to me for this?
I was told that you could provide answers.
I can.
Will you?
Pretty please.
I must. I have no choice in the matter. It is what I am for.
Okay.
This curse comes from a beholder. From the outer realms.
Which one?
I do not know. They hide their names.
What about the beholder's name?
Older hides their name.
Who beholds their name?
Them.
Names have power.
What's a beholder?
Mine doesn't. Right. Your name is Greg. Yeah.
Do you know
And
who cursed the heart? Or is that
The Warforged gets a heart attack.
it just powers down?
And they're
The
just
heart.
like, oh! Its heart gives out.
Modify that.
Instead of a warforged, it's a werewolf forged.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's a werewolf.
It
Ow.
turns into
It's a
metal.
transformer.
Or a
Oh my gosh,
werewolf.
that would be really
Ah.
cool.
No, Joseph, it's howl.
Ow!
No,
Ow.
instead of lycanthropy, they get their own version where they turn into a transformer.
They turn into a car.
They would turn into a cart and buggy is what they would turn into.
Well, no, some of them turn into like other household objects.
Turns into a microwave.
Yeah.
They would turn into a broom then. Or if they were lucky, a mop.
Unlucky.
Turn into a
You
bucket.
bite the mop.
Do you need a bucket?
I am the bucket.
Oh, look at that. A club. Not even a weapon made of metal, but a club.
Are there any more questions?
What's
Do you
in the
not know
holder?
who cursed it?
They're hidden.
You're made of gold, right?
Oh my gosh, no.
Keep your grubby little wolf to yourself.
I'm not gonna steal anything.
Autobots,
or
roll
from.
it.
The priest is like,
I'm asking you, like, if you know anything about economics and
Roll
appraisal.
initiative.
Gosh. Thank you for
I
your
have been
time.
dead for over 500 years.
We're
Oh!
going to go now.
Would you say this table leg is worth anything?
No.
What's the beholder?
My,
What's
it doesn't work.
What are you doing?
no, it's still.
You can
You
still
think
talk
it's more than
normally
anything.
because you don't.
They're
need your
walking
mouth.
out. As they're walking out, I'm just
No,
gonna...
no, Connor. Do you think this is worth
Yeah,
it?
it's still like
Still normal.
you get something from talking, just blocks the sound a bit.
As they're walking out, I'm going to walk up to the machine person, man, thing.
Well,
What do you know of the Tomb of the Damned?
Built.
What was in it?
How are you walking? You?
A curse.
Oh, I'm not
Ancient.
It's not really about that right now. Actually, now that you mention it,
What?
Make
Just-
it out.
shush.
Then I would pray to whatever god you serve. For you have doomed us all.
Well, that's gloomy.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you like the vibes that Toto.
Were you-
Moving on.
did you get any of Grindel?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, she will.
Wait until Grindel comes back.
I'm so excited. We have an actual interaction after you're done. I apologize.
No, we're done.
Oh, okay.
And then you guys had left.
I
by
had asked, and when we walked out, how he is standing here. Because we're under a church.
That's a great. Let's not worry about. Maybe it's because like we're in catacombs, but
the bones.
For some reason, my brain went. Maybe it's because we're in Canada.
I don't know, maybe like,
That's definitely where the devil.
but yeah, let's not worry about it
Like
right now.
Kansas.
I mean,
was-
maybe
I
the
also heard
gods
Kansas.
have averted their eyes and they haven't become aware that
You
somebody.
didn't answer my question.
I don't know.
Can I study you? That was my question.
Can I take you apart and
For
put
what?
you back together?
For-
I won't put you back
I
together.
study undead, and I need to figure
Right.
out how they work
Well,
to take them apart better.
I'm awake.
Yes, you are, and I need to know why.
Everybody has theirs.
Everybody
I will put this wooden stake in between your ribs and twist.
Now, consider it on the same level as our non-existent, as your non-existent, maybe not blood-related friend person. Thing?
Thing.
Look me in the eye. Show me your face, and tell me that. I will take your deal if you show me your face and tell me that.
It's not gonna. It won't convey any
He
different
can't.
emotion.
I need
His
to
voice
know
cracked.
that you trust me enough to show me your
I
face.
think that was his bones.
That's his bum.
Are Ayasa and Greg? Okay, they're not here.
They're
I'm
still-
still in there.
They're still
I was
playing
trying to like.
the machine.
I was talking to
No,
them.
yeah.
You're having a nice little conversation with the priest, and talking about what dinner's gonna be.
I'm like staring daggers at anyone who gets within 10 feet.
Oh, I've had said no more.
One of them gets a little closer
So
than that. So
that's the deal.
I'll pull out my glaive and slam it on the
It's a
ground.
secret.
the priest is like,
So what kind of skull do you have? Do you have like little? Does it look like it might have been a tiefling at some point, like little horns, or?
No, it's bleach white, but that's.
Can I roll a quick medicine check to see if I can figure out what race his skull might have come from? Because I've dealt with a lot of undead.
Sure.
can you roll a d20? Can you roll that 20?
I'm not going to guide myself because this is a quick poke round. 13.
Humanoid.
Humanoid.
It's not obviously like...
No, it's a
They're
monster.
monsters.
He's monstrous.
It's not like... There's not at quick glance something that would be
There's no,
like,
like,
this is
I
a
don't-
half-orc.
I don't
This
have like
is-
any vampire teeth. I don't have any
There's
horns.
no like tusks.
Yeah, at first glance, there's not an identifying feature such as horn or tusks or...
Sanded down home.
Or a third eye
Yeah.
socket.
You're an elephant skull, so you just have a big hole in the middle of your head. Your eyes over here.
And two
Mouths
magic
are
tucks
act-
that have been
mouths
minor
are actually-
illusioning
mouths
away
are
this
actually down
entire
here.
time.
Uh-huh.
A minor illusion.
Okay. So yeah. We have a deal then.
Yeah, whatever. Let's not put it in such concrete terms as a deal.
We
I
have a deal.
don't like. Very bony handshake.
Yeah. On both
Where-
sides.
Where are we off to next?
Well, I'd say it's just before dinner time at this point, so I'd like to go drop the part off, but I don't actually need to do that.
I am starving.
Yeah.
Yum yum.
Sustenance!
Yummy, yummy.
Yes, meat.
I need potatoes and meat.
Give me the bottle of ketchup! Give me the two-dimensional hamburger!
Why? Just
Let me stack hot dogs on your head.
Yummy, yummy!
Let me eat.
just shoves a whole watermelon up my ribcage.
Do you want to
I've
solve
been
my
watching
puzzle?
Three Jacksepticeye I play Undertale.
Oh
Do you
my
want
God,
to
that
solve
would
my
be-
puzzle?
Anyway, I
I'll
think
tell
we're
you,
just
like,
gonna
the-
end there. I
That's
don't
what
have a
really puts
smooth
up
ending
with trick back
transition.
holding.
But thank you for joining us. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna cut to black now.
No, thank you for watching.